I do enjoy how when you're not armed, you go to attention when you salute.
I like that too.
I think I fucked with my button. I can't salute. But then again, I'm the top. Tut, what the fuck were you doing?
Running away.
No
Why do you have
evidence.
a gun and a vest?
User joined your channel.
It doesn't fit in my uniform. Shit.
I'm gonna step away just a little bit from that.
Oh.
This is what we get for not having Americans in the unit, sir.
Damn.
Wow.
Shit.
It's just little details like this, like fucking going. I love this. I don't know why. I just love it. I can just watch this all day.
Give me 20.
This is racist. This is because I'm from Europe.
I don't think they speak English here, sir.
Of course not. We're in Sicily.
Are we now? Oh, lovely.
It's like
we
Chernobyl.
just start yelling pizza at him and we
Looks like Chernobyl. That's not a very nice thing to say about Sicily.
It's a bad part of Sicily.
Let's go party.
Oh, that explains the
If we just
walls.
start yelling pizza at him, he might understand.
Let's go
us.
party.
Did
We're
somebody
on
say
Sicily.
pizza?
Let's go
Wait,
have
what?
fun with all the Italians.
I don't think there's pizza
All right, we
in
still got 2
Chernobyl.
minutes to go, so everybody just kind of stay where you're at. Don't mess with anything, which I thought was implied.
Just additional helicopter training.
Well, I gotta say, you did land that
You
thing.
guys give him 20. He was talking to Todd. No, you guys.
Of course he
Fine,
landed.
it's fine.
Why stand if you can sit? Why sit if you can lie down?
Shit, you actually were landed from in the exact. If I wasn't in here when you were flying, I would not be able to tell that you moved it at all.
Of course, and only first person. Third person is only for plebs.
It was actually remarkably good flying.
Well, you're
Nice.
keeping bad company then, Todd. And let me tell you right now.
Why did that sound like somebody dropped a grenade?
Run!
I'm just gonna stand here and do the thumbs up, and if we explode, then
Is the ring still on your thumb?
It'll make an amazing
By
wallpaper
the way,
later, that's
I
for
know
sure.
Ben's in the TeamSpeak right now, but I don't know if he's muted. But I don't know if that's because we're in the game and he's not in the game.
He has muted
this is
himself.
Still be able to hear him.
He has muted
This
himself.
is-
Okay.
He is
You
on
don't have
AFK.
TFAR enforcing usage, do you, on the map?
No, but TeamSpeak did update, so I didn't know if that was different things.
Just enable your plugin.
He's got T4 enabled. He's just AFK.
Well, no, all of his mods are re-downloading for some reason, and apparently the folder that Bob pointed out inside of his thing didn't
Oh dear.
didn't exist.
He
He didn't
Oh,
fly.
he's
files
here.
on.
He says he's here.
He's here. Well, then why aren't
So-
you talking?
Can't talk for some reason. Well,
Because
you.
he's gotta make the away thing go away in the top left corner of his team.
Yeah. You may want to press the away button.
Yeah. Click the button that your icon currently is, with looks like a hanging
There we
sign
go.
with X through it. There you go.
Hello?
Everything
Hi.
you needed to know
Hello?
you learned in kindergarten.
Hello.
What are you looking for?
Bob, you're dancing into the Humvee. Bob,
How's it going, Ben?
This is what freedom looks like, Oddball. This is what freedom looks like.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Ben. Yes, go
That's.
Oh, Bob only has a head.
Bob
Yeah, so I
is.
downloaded all the mods, went to start up the game, and now it's just re-downloading every single mod. It's like trying to start World of Tanks or World of Warships after not playing for 3 years.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean,
Right,
this
one-
is just. Crimson is all head now. And so is
Yeah, I'm
Bonfire.
like 100 gigs into this now, and it's still going.
100? Oh,
Wait,
God.
We
I
don't
don't
have
think.
100 gigs worth of
Yeah.
mods.
That's
It was one of the things it did was 34 gigs, and then there was a bunch that were like 6, 1, 2, and now it's redoing all of those.
Your directions unclear, dick caught in dryer.
Do you have the folder at least inside of your
Nope.
workshop? Are you sure you're looking in the right area?
I'm looking where Bob directed me to look.
Are you sure that you have turned the hidden files visible?
I'm aware of what hidden files are, yes.
But can
How do
you
you
see
shut
them?
them
That's
off?
the difference.
Can you see me?
Can you see me, Kirk?
I can see you, Arma. Can you see me?
I'm almost done with another gig of downloads. Let's see what happens after this one.
Are you sure you didn't just enable everything or something? Like,
I enabled
Did you-
everything that you did.
Did you subscribe to the ARMA workshop just in total?
No, that'd be more like 5,000 gigs.
All right, that one finished. Now this one is 65 megs. That's done. Okay, let's see what's next.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I'm doing push-ups now.
Next one's
wow.
80 megs. Let's see what's after this one.
That's a really weird pose.
Oh god.
What is Bonfire doing?
Bonfire, your head is not supposed to stay in one spot while your body twists around like that. When you perform an exorcism now.
Also, my arms are really getting long now, but
Power
Yeah,
of
that's
Christ
the way
compels
that
you.
ARMA works. Whenever you're doing dancing or anything like that, if the terrain changes in altitude, your parts of your body stay in the same place.
Oh,
but
it
the
stopped.
feet Continue to be glued to the ground, so you'll just like start stretching out your midsection if you go down a hill while you're dancing.
God.
It was actually really creepy in ARMA 2.
I mean, it's still creepy if you die and you...
Damn, Tut.
Yeah, that's some moves there.
I know it. Where the
All right,
Mexican
it
dancers?
stopped downloading mods.
You
Yay.
should be able to check your.
Oh god, I'm
your
walking through a
thing
vehicle.
And put the thing in the thing.
Oh lord.
Where
No
we going?
deal.
Oh, right.
Still not there.
Head
Maybe
banging.
you should restart then, because that is the only thing that can. Because it's.
Oh,
are you
thanks,
looking at
Rommel.
the correct
Thanks for the
area?
fucking cheer. Holy
You
shit.
reconfigured the main power coupling.
'Cause
I
that-
need to
Um,
download more RAM.
Oddly enough, there will
Are you looking
probably
in the
not be a
correct
lot of
area?
killing unless Roach
You have
gets
multiple
pissed
Steam
off even more than
libraries.
he is
But
already.
why would I have multiple Steam libraries?
I have multiple Steam libraries because they're on different drives.
I do too.
No.
I have
Yeah,
all
so do
different
I.
drives.
No, I've just got one drive with stuff on it. The other stuff's for storage.
I mean,
There's no workshop folder in my folder.
Which folder are you looking at? Let's actually. Let's
The
do this. I
ARMA
know you
3
say you
folder,
know what you're
the
looking at.
ARMA 3 directory. I'm not an idiot.
Which ARMA 3 directory? Because there's one in your documents area we keep all of our mission files in, and there's also one that's the Steam directory.
The one that Bob directed me to in the pinned post.
That's not what I asked.
That is the one I'm looking at.
Meanwhile, in Sicily.
Having a dance off.
Are you beating the Beast of Pastas?
oh damn it, he doesn't lock when he goes in that move. That's a shame.
Should we go find a bar and wait this out?
So you went to the Steam library, Steam apps, common, ARMA 3.
I mean,
Oh my
just
god,
sit
Dread's
back.
head is like. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on?
Wait, did we get any leave? Like,
Damn.
I have a wife and kids
This is
I have
our
to go see.
leave.
This is our leave. That's why we're dancing.
I haven't seen my wife and kids yet. I'm not
I
on
didn't hear
leave with
Ben at
you
all because
fucks.
everybody's talking over him.
What was the question?
I said you went to Steam library, Steam apps,
Yeah.
common, ARMA 3.
Yes, that's where I am.
Okay, and the first folder that should be there should be ! Workshop.
It is not.
Then
Are
you don't have
sure
your
you have
hidden file
folders
zone.
enabled? Because it's the only
Yes.
hidden folder in the entire drive. And if you can't see that, and you've just re-downloaded all of your workshop content, then I'm thinking maybe hidden folders aren't enabled for you to see.
There is a way around that. Just click on your bar above where it says all the directories, and then just type ! workshop. Then you go into
With a
that
capital
folder.
W, single word. Try that. ARMA 3 / ! Workshop with a capital W.
I think if we ever do a World War II scenario, we're going to have to signal each other with the interpretive dance.
I mean, we still haven't done the semaphore.
Did that help, Ben? Ben?
Doesn't exist.
Huh.
It can't not exist because you have these downloaded.
You're just gonna have to continue without my guess because it doesn't exist.
We got to work this out because although this is a training day, so this is kind of what it's about. have you checked your ARMA 3 directory, like by going into Steam and figuring out where the local files actually are located? Because it seems like the workshop's downloading them somewhere else.
That's how I usually get to my Steam directories, because it involves less clicking.
Try a search for CBA_A3 just across your computer.
It's gonna be called something different. It's gonna be in the workshop files. It's gonna be numbers.
Yeah, it's gonna be the random like.
I had to recouple the power configurators.
That is what it will be in the actual like.
No, I
download
fucking found it. I figured it the fuck out.
Woohoo!
Was it in a different drive?
I had to unplug it and plug it back in, for Christ's sake.
Wow.
Right.
No, literally, what I had to do was go to ARMA 3, make the entire folder hidden, then close. Then I closed all the open folders. Then I went to Steam. I went to browse local files. Then I went to ARMA.
Dude, that's
then I went to ARMA
what
3.
I had to do whenever
and I unhidden it, and it popped up. I had to I had to hide everything, then re-unhide it.
Yeah.
Did you verify Windows, Ben? Did you verify Windows?
I had to do whenever I
no, it's not.
x86 folder.
It's
Bob,
not verified. No, it's
don't talk to me about verifying Windows. I had to reinstall my PC.
That's German thing.
on
Where's
Monday.
German thing? There it is.
Drop the key folder that's inside of the zip into that, into where, you know, it's supposed to go, and then you should be able to join.
It's finally over.
I literally had to unplug it. Well, no, I had to plug it and then unplug it, and that worked.
It's not over until he's in the game.
Yeah, it's not over until he's
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's almost exactly what I had to go through whenever I hid my x86 folder.
Why would you hide the entire folder that held all your programs?
I didn't know how the hidden mechanics worked at first.
Well, you see, the way that hiding things work is that you can no longer see them.
No, I mean, like, I went into the programs
Didn't you
and
hide
accidentally
Steam
hid
by
the-
accident?
Yeah, it was the entire fucking my entire x86 folder.
So like the computer.
Yeah,
every program.
Yeah,
Guys,
I
I
did
think
it.
Tut's dancing on the Arsenal box.
And by it, I mean everything.
That's how to live his
What,
life.
you got problems?
But it's weird because he's floating in midair.
I
Floating,
think
I'm
I'm gonna be
meditating.
stuck in this
It's
animation.
fine. How did you do a barrel roll in the air? I'm confused.
Magic. I think I might be
Don't pop a blood vessel like that, Striker.
This isn't even an animation. It was at the end of a dance.
So wait.
Cancel animation's not working for you?
We punch.
Somebody gun him down.
No,
I
don't.
expect-
No one
Oh god, bad idea.
Roach does.
Roach has a gun.
Wait,
Of course,
I'll
I
try
have a gun.
something
I'm
else.
not going to come in here without a gun with all you people here.
Oh
Uh,
I
god.
don't call him Commissar for
Wow.
nothing.
Wait,
Yeah,
where's
you
my
two.
fucking
Yeah, that's
OBS?
a good point.
Okay, I
Oh,
can
there we
so,
go.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
it
just-
threw me errors, so what the fuck?
Hands
They-
off,
they-
hands
How
off.
did it throw you in
Enjoy-
error?
Well, let me join again, and I'll read it off because I just clicked that off.
is it Fallujah?
You have fully-
I don't know what to say. Fallujah's not on the server. Like, I looked at the FTP and everything. It's not there.
You cannot play / edit this mission is dependent on downloaded content that has been deleted. .cpus_buildings _config CPU _editor _a2 roads _config CPU _miscellaneous 3 _config CPU CWA _miscellaneous CPU _miscellaneous E _config.
Looks like he's missing the
Do you
CPU
have
stuff.
the MBG buildings ARMA 2 thing?
That's in the mod list.
What the Bornholm is dependent on, I know that. With this is Proving Grounds, this is a cup thing.
Right? Is there are there more files outside of that pinned one that I need?
No.
Well, the mod list did change.
I subscribed to everything that was. I subscribed to the entire collection.
Did you select all the cups?
How did
The
you
Madmen
join the
collection or the
server?
Hellenic
Did you,
collection?
did you
Madmen.
open ARMA 3 first, or did you open the server from the launcher? Because if you open the server from the launcher, it'll give you a check on the mod list before you
That's a
enter
good
the
idea.
server.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'll do that. Because I just joined up the game.
There's oddball.
Bonfire, why is your hand sticking through my thigh?
Because
Give you a
I stabbed
massage.
you.
Because he Kamehameha punched you.
See, this is why we're doing this, so that next.
Jesus Christ! If it makes me re-download all these fucking mods again when I hit the play button.
Where's oddball?
I'm in the tower.
Oh.
Quiet. off in
Meekly
the
from
distance.
afar. We do that.
I feel like I'm gonna burst a blood vessel or something doing this.
That's what I'm saying. You're just like so. You're sitting over like that.
I mean, it's art,
Con.
but
Just kind of
I see
grabbing
you,
things.
Con. Con, I see you.
I see you.
I can see you,
I see you
Kirk.
more.
Can you see me?
I see
I see you.
Bonfire's hand through your gut.
speaking of in the tower,
He like, at least it wasn't through my crotch. At least
What are
I
you
have
made
that
of? Because his hand's not bloody on the other side. So what are you made of, Striker?
Says mods are up to date. Steam is online.
What?
Why is someone bleeding? Oh, that's a good question. Why is
Hi.
somebody bleeding? Why is there more?
oh shit!
Who got hurt? How did you guys hurt yourselves?
I think this bonfire. He did punch me through my thigh.
I tried it from the launcher and it threw another error. I needed a file called CA Grass. But now it's launching.
Oi,
so what the
you down
fuck?
there?
ARMA
Okay.
likes to give errors
blood might be
like,
mine.
randomly.
Bonfire
Yeah,
did punch me
random
through my thigh.
errors.
It'll
a
Do
lot of
happen.
times
error
don't mean
all the
much.
time. It doesn't matter. I get 3 or 4 random errors when I launch the game all the time. Doesn't matter.
So it's just like using Windows, right? Any Windows program.
Yeah, more or less.
I
That's
wish I
Got
could
to
bonfire
propose and
stop
I went too
punching me.
far.
It
If I
hurts.
if my face blue screens, you just let me know.
I don't
Oddball,
think I
that's not
should
how
be
you use a
standing
Humvee.
here.
That's not how you use a Humvee, oddball.
Wow. I
Yep,
mean,
I got the same error. Cannot play because I don't have downloadable content. Deleted buildings
Are you a new
config.
engine? I think Oddball's a new engine for that
I
Humvee.
think you need to take off all of your mods for ARMA and you need to re-download them.
Oddball.
Because you've had some funky
Oddball.
things going on.
What?
just shout yabba dabba doo.
You need to redo
Yabba
it.
dabba doo.
Maybe just
Trying
do a
to
verify
re-verify
of
this.
ARMA.
That works.
Or you could
I'll try that first.
Yeah, try re-verifying. Okay.
Oh, thank you, bonfire.
Yeah. Maybe while you're working on that, Ben, just listen. Cause
I
we're
can
gonna get
listen.
started. Yeah, we're just gonna get started. So just like mute your microphone, and we'll start here, and
Bonfire.
you can get some of this stuff.
Get your head out of my crotch.
While we're doing it. Okay, everybody.
Striker's still stuck, FYI.
What?
Striker's
Oh,
still
shit.
stuck, just FYI.
Oh, okay. I just...
You made it.
Wait a
easy.
second.
No,
She needs to cancel the action.
I
That's
can
it.
still listen.
Cancel
Just
that.
cancel your dancing.
I did.
No, you
Did
didn't.
cancel
What
it?
is
We have
it?
to shoot him in
Is
the
Striker
face.
like Coswin now? He's just stuck like that forever? or-
Quick, strike pose.
Well, he still has his foot, so
Foot off.
No, all you do is move him. He's still stuck. That's all you've done.
oh dear, what you do,
Shoot
Fox?
him in the face.
Hold on. I think I can. I'll put an ambient animation onto him. And then I will stop that animation.
Boom.
Hey!
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, he's carrying an invisible
Shoot
gun.
him.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the land of
Did not stop.
walking. Okay.
You really didn't really live up to the commissar title, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
Dude, Oddball. It was Oddball. Shoot him
said
in the
that?
face.
Okay.
It was Oddball.
Roach is just like, now we're gonna play a game, soldiers.
All right,
was not-
guys. All right. Serious time. Okay. So today we're going to be going through some general training and coursework that we've set up for all you guys to get reacquainted with certain things that you probably should have learned in basic, but have been we haven't had to deal with it in a while. So we've got first off 3 areas that we'll be kind of working on concurrently right now. As you can see, there are vehicles out here in this courtyard. We're gonna do some simulated combat damage on these vehicles and have you guys get acquainted with fixing that and kind of the whole system. Also get used to the ACE menu and everything with repairing vehicles, because that will be enabled for missions from now on. Out through the front of Forlorn is a small shoot house that's been set up so that, because I know Crimson wanted to go over room clearing and that kind of stuff, so that's been set up with an arsenal in front of it. You're authorized to use you're authorized to use blank rounds in that shoot house with practice grenades. and in the back of the fog towards that direction, which I believe is southwest-ish, is a firing range that's been set up with the basic rifle qualifying ranges, as well as a little area for anti-tank, both recoilless rifle and disposables, as well as off way to the right is a bolt-action rifle range with 400-meter target for that. So we're going to be doing all of that kind of together, and once everybody's gotten either gotten used to the repair system, or they've qualified in a rifle if they haven't already qualified, or pistol if they want to try that. And we've had some people run through the shoot house a little bit. We'll then, as a group, move over to some of the other things we're going to be doing today, which includes a vehicle identification course. We have a couple of captured Russian vehicles off to the side.
I'm gonna open up my file now.
To go through a couple of the various different types of Russian vehicles we're likely to encounter. So we've got
They're all
that
BMPs,
set up.
right?
Only if you're bad at it. Then we'll be moving over to a medical course where we'll get everybody kind of associated with the medical system. We'll go over the basics, do's and don'ts of triage.
To who we shooting?
And we'll also be doing a medic qualifier if anybody wants to try and qualify as a medic, though you don't need to be a medic qualified. You don't need to be a qualified medic to play as a medic in a mission. So it's just if you want the badge, you can do that. And then after that, we'll move over to the EOD course, which will be going over explosives, defusal of explosives, and going through kind of a course and gauntlet with that. That'll be set up. And we're also going to, after that, move over to a vehicle driver and gunnery course that's been set up with a kind of a fake town off to the side. Any questions? Everybody got it?
We're doing the medic course on like AI that you injured in Zeus or something.
We have civilian volunteers.
Volunteers, okay.
Okay.
They're from the local prison, it's fine.
I mean, Sicily has a lot of them.
Civilians that
It's Sicily is
wanted to
mafia
aid.
territory.
Yeah, but yeah, we've got some of that set up already.
A lot of GSWs here.
So yeah, anything else? No questions? Got it. Okay. So, of the two officers present, which is Bob and Crimson, which I think Bob, do you want to run the range? I'm going to be running the repair course, unless we want to go through it first here, or do we just all go through as a group to each of them? Because
I'd like to do all the vehicle repair stuff first as a group. Is what I'd like to do.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Over here,
Specifically because as I recall, we had to jump on top of a Chinese vehicle to try to find the engine.
So, if
That
you
was
all come
good.
over here, these are toolkits that have been laid out. Each take one and put it inside of your inventories. Should be able to carry a single one.
I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I gotta take my niece to work.
That is a negatory.
Yeah,
Do
you
we
need
need-
less.
do we need a backpack?
I need a
You need a
backpack.
backpack to fit that thing in.
That's odd. Should be able to. I tested
No,
this
you
out.
can't. It doesn't even go into the chest piece.
Yeah, put an Eagle 3 on your backpack, or on your backpack slot then. Just the standard one that you guys normally wear, which is a UCP pattern, Eagle 3, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, that looks familiar.
Don't get naked.
Well,
Don't
take
tell
one
me about my
hands off.
life. Why are we getting naked?
You're
I
not?
know somebody's naked.
Just got a backpack.
Hold on, I'm going to make one appear for me out of my mind.
I can pause this one if you don't mind, Rich, okay?
You got your backpack and toolkit. Go and stand over next to me.
Oh, where's Bob?
Gotta think really hard about this. Yeah. Make it appear.
It's a concentration spell.
Is that a cantrip?
I hope so.
Definitely not a cantrip. I can promise you that.
Commissar Roach cat's backpack.
There we go. I know.
No, not a backpack.
I'm gonna take my.
Do you have a backpack for y'all?
I mean, Oddball, you're
Alright, so y'all got your packs.
awfully
Y'all
bold.
got the toolkits in your packs.
Still waiting for Raven.
Oh yeah, you are.
No, Raven
No,
said he had to
Raven-
leave.
He said he had to go take his niece to work or something. So, okay. So, here's the general idea behind the repair system. You're not going to be able to fully repair a vehicle that's taken damage. And when it does take damage, I think the max you'll be able to repair to is around 70%. The only person that will be able to repair something to full is somebody that has an engineer trait. And since we don't have a large enough unit, nobody will be an engineer. If you are near an engineering vehicle, which would be like a repair vehicle, it then allows you to repair it to 100%. So keep that in mind whenever you're working on stuff. To interact with the vehicle, you're going to be using the ACE menu like you would interact with another person. So instead of using the self-interact, you'd use the external interact key on a vehicle, and you'll be able to see all of its little sections. So if we move over to the MRAP, just everybody move over as a group to the MRAP, slow over here, you should be able to you see the interactions key here? The thing? If you interact with it, there's like a little interactions menu.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Cargo.
Now, I'm going to simulate some battle damage on this MRAP.
Finicky.
Gonna step back
He's
a little bit.
He's not actually going to shoot it. It's all right.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I'm not actually going to shoot it. I'm just going to make things look like they've been hit. So if we damage that a little bit, engine's a little damaged.
He bends spoons in his spare time.
Here.
And throws fireballs when he gets bored.
And then we've got
local taverns anymore. He burned one too many of them.
He just poked the MRAP and all the wheels disappeared.
Don't we need spare wheels then?
Well, there's one normally in the cargo as a spare, so.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh well.
Oh wow.
Now
That sucks.
you should be able. Yes, it's very realistic battle damage. Now you should be able to look at your interact key, and you should start be able to repair things. If you look
Like this?
at, you can see bits and pieces of the vehicle prop up when you get near them.
Repairing the engine.
I could
At
remove a
least we
wheel.
can reach the engine. This thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we can't
That was
repair
a
the
mess.
wheels, I
What
think,
was it,
without
2 days
changing the
ago?
tires out completely.
I partially repaired the engine.
Repairing the body.
Yeah.
It looks like trash, but it's better trash.
They
It's
changed
better
one of the
trash. You'll be able
tires
to repair
since we
it
have a
100%.
spare.
Well, you can take the tires off if you need to.
Well.
But the wheels are not. They should not be damaged. But
Okay, well, this one is.
This one is.
yeah, then you can take it out and you can replace it with a new one.
Okay, I'll remove this wheel.
I'll remove this one.
Watch your kidneys
There's only one extra tire.
and your knees.
Only one extra tire, guys.
See, I really approve of the other repair systems, which is you wail on something with a hammer and then it fixes it.
You're gonna have to put that back on.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
the thing is, I think starting to ARMA physics a little bit. Don't remove too many tires at once.
We have been taken off so far, I
I
think.
swear to God, this thing will
We have
barrel roll
only
over
one
and just crush
spare,
all of us.
So,
I have the spare, so.
Okay.
hold on, I will...
Oh, come on,
Roach
you
is
hit
not
me
the
with
only
the
one
tire.
with mind powers. Roach is not the only
Yeah,
one with
it's
mind powers.
one thing to keep in mind when you are running around with a spare
Ow.
tire. Don't
Ow.
swing it around like that because you
Why?
are hurting people because it's a physics
Oh
object.
God.
Wait,
Oh.
can I get a medic?
We're not in
Oh,
that
God.
part of the training yet.
Oops.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
physics
what's wrong with
object.
you?
If it collides with people, it will hurt them. So, Striker, put the tire down. Put it down.
All right.
Go
Put it
fix
down.
my
Right
There
side
you
has
go.
all its wheels again.
Sorry.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
Those
sir,
are
I'm
some
gonna
spare
go
wheels.
grab some morphine and a bandage.
I'm just showing
Hold
off
on,
my
who's
levitating
injured?
power.
I can make that. I can make you feel all better.
Bonfire and crimson.
Watch,
Bonfire and Crimson. Okay.
watch your legs.
Wasn't my fault.
I'd like to put Striker on report for
No.
striking a superior officer. Thank you, God.
Thank you very much.
I'm not
like I'm
God.
gonna turn
I'm really
around.
a commanding officer.
How do you punch people?
I'm close though.
Oh, I put the broken one back on.
Good job.
I'd also like to add attempted assault.
Tapping you
That
on the
was
shoulder
weird.
is not
Ben
assault.
actually just didn't authenticate Steam at all.
He
What is he doing to his computer? Okay.
just deleted Steam.
All right. So do we understand the basics of the repair system?
Yup.
The authentication, authentication can also be just simply there was a timeout during connection, so there could have been like a lag spike for him or something. So
Does anybody have any other questions about repairing or the minutia of it or anything? to that extent. You won't. I don't believe you'll be able to repair a you can have a damaged gun on a vehicle, and that could. I don't believe you can repair that.
I've
Sir, can we just
repaired
shoot
one in that
we just-
KP Liberation.
Can we just
Well, I
charge?
was an engineer, so that may have
just
been the reason why.
Can we just charge the enemies with tires?
I don't think that's going to be effective.
It's
So
effective
yeah,
in
if
Scrimson.
you're if you encounter damage on a vehicle and you're unable to move, using the repair function, all your vehicles should have at least one toolkit in them from here on out. Not the ones here, but ones in the missions here on out should have a toolkit in them. You should be able to get it up to working order. It'll still be not as good as it was before. So things like I believe the engine is damaged to a certain extent. You won't get a good top speed on it, that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind, but that is a way for you to keep things running.
Basically,
longer.
if it's not red, it still moves.
Yeah, should be.
All right.
But if you do need to repair something to full, be on the lookout
back.
for things like a repair vehicle or an engineering facility.
So basically, when you fuck over our vehicles and as AI, we can actually use them still.
I'm sorry, what?
Slowly stepping away from Sir Striker.
Okay. All right. So who here has not qualified with rifle?
Oh God.
I haven't.
I could make you a list.
I will pull up the list.
Like we
Can we
can
just have them
look
raise their
over
hands?
TeamSpeak and see who doesn't have the ribbon.
Tuts, Benjamin, Bonfire, Crimson, Goobly.
Wait, whoa,
That's
whoa,
it.
What?
You
I'm
have
qualified.
not fully.
What do you mean not fully?
No, that's not what that means.
Oh.
It was dark and I didn't get to
Means you're trash.
shoot expert.
Yeah.
Is what
He didn't
that
get
means.
Rifle marksmanship.
Does he have a rifle badge?
Yes, he does.
Okay. So the only one that hasn't is Kubel,
I have not.
Bonfire
Kubli, and Bonfire.
and Tut.
Okay. Ben also hasn't, but for some reason he's stuck in the Nether Realm.
Yeah, and Tut also doesn't have one yet.
Yeah.
Which hasn't either.
Well,
yeah, I don't need to though, because I could just kill you right
technically,
now.
he has that
we
all
can
the time
attest for
shots.
Roach's skill in shooting. Even if you don't want to admit it.
I feel like after that time he crawled out of a valley after putting his legs back together with twigs and rocks, I think.
I'm still incredibly upset that video was lost to time, because that was the best thing ever.
That's sad.
So yes, we need to move on over to the range. Or no, Raven, you just got back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. What you missed essentially was I went over some of the repair things. Repair has been enabled. You need a toolkit in your inventory to repair things, and you use your interact key, like you would interact with another person on a vehicle, and you find the parts that have been.
I know.
Yeah. The other thing is that it will only partially repair something, and you would need a engineering facility or a repair vehicle nearby to repair something fully, or somebody that has the engineering trait, but none of you will have that. So yeah, we got that.
Yep.
Good. All right. So now we need to move on over to the range.
Can we drop the backpacks?
Yes, you can. You can drop the backpacks inside the arsenal if you need to. Just go over there, take them all off.
I'm getting rifles from the arsenal.
No. Leave. You're leaving here with what you came. You're leaving here. We've got something else. Just don't take anything with you.
Yay!
Getting naked, sir.
Oh shit! Why is he pulling the gun again?
Because I interacted with something.
Scared me.
Why did you have to
Put on
stand?
your uniform.
I have my uniform on.
He pulled the gun and went up right behind Bob, so I was like, oh.
For some reason, you don't look like you have the uniform on to me.
I can drop you my uniform on the ground.
Todd is wearing his uniform.
He has non-regulation sunglasses, but
now put it back on. Slower. Okay. Now it looks like you're actually wearing it. Okay. So let's head out to the range.
So we're all qualifying again?
Yeah, some people don't have pistol, so we can always go there for that. And we also have a little obstacle course if we need to occupy some people's times.
Okay then.
I can take them on the flight to the room. What the hell are here?
It's not exactly running in column, but okay.
One of us should have a high-vis on.
Actually, we need 4, so we have 2 road guards.
Yep.
Ugh.
2 road guards for the front and 2 for the back.
These are the obstacle courses. Just afraid we need them.
Who's shooting a machine gun over us?
I could do that.
I mean, I can.
Oh my god, that was the most fun night in basic training ever.
Were you on the machine gun?
That was my most favorite part.
Were you saying that sarcastically or like seriously?
Oh no, they use live rounds.
No, it's fun. It's really fun.
That's the Stockholm syndrome talking, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so this is the arsenal.
Are those BMPs
If
out
you're
there?
qualifying with a rifle, you need to have 1 M4 carry handle with 3 magazines worth of ammunition.
Those are BMPs out there.
Qualifying with blanks?
No, you're qualifying with real rounds.
Are those BMPs? They're BMPs.
Well, one's a Maverka, I think the other's like a BMP, like 2.
What's that behind it? No, that's
That's a
a
Maverka.
tank. Oh.
Merkava.
That's a NATO. That's a stock vanilla NATO tank.
Because they don't have any other. They don't have any other tank chassis. Rats.
BMP.
But I was correct. That is a BMP. I win.
Yeah, that's a BMP 2, I think, with a like a 80 GGM on it.
Yep.
Is it actually a BMP this time?
No,
Yes,
it's
yes.
actually a BMP.
Yes, it's actually
a
a
tracked
BMP.
vehicle with an autocannon.
That's not an M4 bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M16. You need a smaller barrel.
That's what she said.
So do
crap.
you want to take the people who have already qualified with rifle to
There it
do
is.
pistol?
You can do pistol over on one end of this, or you can take them to the shoot house if they don't want to qualify with pistol.
You have.
There's also over
There.
here.
I want to go to the shoot
Over
house.
here is a little bunker for the AT shots. That's ranged out to I think 100 and 150 or 100 and 200 meter shots. And then
I'll
over
do AT.
here we have
sharpshooter.
the bolt action course. You most likely won't be able to see that target with your naked eye. It's quite a ways out there.
I see it.
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
I want to do this.
Nice.
This first.
Oh, well, how
Yeah.
can you see? It's got to be 400 meters away.
Binos?
It's exactly.
Rude.
Well, not exactly. It's 416 meters away, but it's good enough for government work. So
Dibs first.
I don't actually see the target, but
Yeah,
I see the
No,
person.
we're
I
not
wanna
going
come
to
over
do.
here.
We're not going to do bolt yet.
we're not gonna do
we
both
have
yet.
But I'm
We
already
have
fully
more-
qualified.
Yeah,
More
same.
important things. Well, if
Yeah,
you're already
same.
fully qualified, then I will take you to go do the shoot house.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's with.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Yep.
Okay, and Bob, you can run the rifle qualifier. I have to go and make sure the shoot house has targets because I forget.
All right. Well, then we will start heading that
All right,
way.
those who need the rifle qualification, come with me.
Those who don't, stay with me till I figure out exactly where the
let's
shoot
run
house
around
is.
Or just
Just
goes
to
into
the
the corner
north.
and just starts touching himself.
Oh, really?
Sir.
All right, let's see if you can shoot straight.
All right, let's not look at that for a bit moment.
No. We get in on this. We watch. We stare.
Right.
Make him
I'm
uncomfortable.
not even here right now.
Yeah.
Where's
That
the
doesn't
shoot
matter.
All right.
She does is at the front of the
Fire
fob.
ready.
We
Okay.
passed it on the way in.
house? Okay, we'll head that way. Everyone, follow me.
Take them through the obstacle course too. One round, everybody. Do
Okay.
that.
Aw.
Do we grab weapons
Wait,
here or over there?
before we go, before y'all fuckers run, in line, stay behind me, don't pass anybody. We're doing
Realize
this
how
the right way.
difficult that is?
I did that
I don't
already.
This is
care.
ARMA, the whole.
I
This is
don't
ARMA.
All right, so require
care.
for far target.
Striker,
Sure I can
move.
see- Sure, I can see it. Set up a little bit differently.
Really?
I'm gonna move a bit.
They got in my way.
Jesus, guys, come on, really? Running around
See,
the
it's
range?
working.
Ready?
Really? least we didn't run like
Not when
in
those
front of
assholes
all
get
the
in my way.
gunfire.
Great.
Yeah,
10 rounds.
it's probably a good thing.
Fire ready.
Hey, Unsung.
Alright, how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 5? Alright.
I mean,
6.
yeah.
Right? There's 6, including me.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 to each one of these. Two to a thing.
We sit crisscross applesauce.
I mean, the last section is crisscross, but what is the rest? Oh, wait. It's crawling.
On my first group, go.
Up.
Crawl.
Yep, I saw that.
I mean, I can't really march through this, Unsung. It's actually,
Second group, go.
well, that wasn't too hard.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, Roach needs to work on it.
That was nothing like the obstacle courses.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, where's
There'd
the
be
machine
ropes
gun?
involved and... Alright. Form back
Concrete.
up
I hate
as
I
soon
mean,
as-
like, where's the rope climb? Where's the logs?
I know. Alright.
I was behind Striker.
And let's go.
Oh, we're running now?
Well, I just wanted to get in front of you a little bit, make sure I knew where I was going.
This looks like it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
what
a
I'm-
skill house.
It's gonna take...
Yep.
Yes. Alright, we'll stand here and wait for the major to come in.
He did say blanks, right?
He
Well,
teleport-
don't get in the fucking...
I'm just standing here. I'm just asking. That's all.
I was
Yes, he
teleported
said
like
blanks. But
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if he wants us to use...
he wants blanks and practice grenades. That's what he said.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't know if he wants us using our normal issued weapons or if he wants us using carry handles and going iron sights.
Well,
That's what I want you to do.
Wow, that was scary.
Wow.
Right, carry handle and blanks it is.
Alright, so I want everyone to get... Wait, let me get in here first, and I'll tell you what to get. So, go to your vest first. And find the... Oh my god. IOTV... nope.
What mod is that? Is that the Blue Star mod?
That's
Yeah,
the Blue
it's the Blue
Star.
Star.
And
IOTV
just-
UCP.
IOTV Rifleman UCP.
Just UCP. IOTV UCP.
Gotcha.
Then go to the rifle, find the M4 carry handle. God, are you here?
Oh wait, that's M4 carry handle. That's a no mod, right? Or is that
M4 is
No, blue-
M4 is another
blue
red
star.
hammer thing.
Red Hammer?
Yeah,
right.
it's the blue one.
Blue Star.
I
Blue
didn't have.
Star.
No backpack.
Nope, no backpack.
M4 carry handle. No scope.
And then
I'm
No
gonna grab
scope.
some earplugs.
we'll
Ready.
get there. We'll get there. I'm doing this specifically so I make sure everyone gets everything at the same time. All right, when you have your rifle, go back to your vest. Scroll down to the 5.56 30 round M200 blanks. Got that?
Yep. How many?
7. Oh wow. Wait,
We can
you
only
can't
carry
change the
2.
IOTV. Yep.
I can only carry 4.
Where's the
Rifleman.
UCP?
Rifleman UCP.
Yeah. And take
Crimson.
6. Yeah.
I just letting you know, for me, you and Bob, 152, we're using channel 1, frequency 101. Just
Oh.
in case you need to contact me or
Okay.
anything while we're doing this.
Wait, just give me the frequency again.
101.
Okay.
You said 6 of them or 7?
7.
7.
Anything else?
Yeah, give me a second. I need to talk to God real quick.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Can we use flash grenades? The stun grenades?
Yeah, as long as it's not explosive, because I actually don't know the durability of these shoot houses, so
Okay.
that's why it's blanks and practice grenades. But you can
Okay.
use flashes if you want.
Alright, then I want...
What about we just use chem lights instead? They work the same.
No, they don't. Alright,
Also,
everyone...
if you need me to, after every time they run through it, I can randomize the targets. But you gotta let me know.
Yep, I'll let you know. Okay, everyone take 2 M69 practice grenades.
Yeah, the blue ones.
Hey.
And 2 M84s.
Which
First
version?
one or second?
The Red Hammer or the Ace version?
The top one. Just the
Okay,
one
Ace
right below the smoke. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You said one of those, correct?
2.
Two, okay.
And then last but not least, earplugs.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to change out the magazine, since the magazine that's in the rifle, I think, is a live magazine.
Oh, yeah. Yep, just drop that.
Oh,
We were back in the
this is
arsenal.
also a live magazine. 1, 2, 3.
Second. God damn it. Yeah, make sure you take them off your uniform.
Yeah, that's where they come from.
Okay. So.
How do you switch out grenades again?
Control G. Alright,
Right.
So, first off, everyone put your earplugs in.
Okay.
Radio check.
And it's all gone quiet.
Alright, so everyone has earplugs in?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So, we're going to split up into... Roger. 2 groups of 3. So, Oddball, Striker, and Raven, you're one group. Oddball, you're in charge.
Okay.
Dread, Zayt, and me, we are going to be the other one. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to do it like real slow and walk through as a group. Okay? Like tactically, like we do it, but we're not running through it. We're just going to walk through it and pretend like we're engaging things. Okay?
Okay.
Copy that.
So.
Do we see Bang Bang?
Yes.
Yes.
God.
No. What I want to happen is, we've all done house cleaning, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Striker.
I've not done as much because I was an AR gunner most of the time, but...
But you know the set 1, set 2.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, so we're gonna add a little bit to with the grenades, but that'll be later.
You are moving around like a crazy person.
He is.
I know.
A crazy person.
That too. So when we go through, we'll set up on the door, and when you go through, I want you to call out your targets. So if there's a target to your right, since everyone knows like you're entering the room, say target right, and then you carry on. One person goes hooks to the right, the other one goes to the left. Third person will watch the door. Okay? Pretty simple, but we're gonna walk through it real quick just to make sure everyone's got it.
Roger.
So Oddball, you will be. I'm just gonna watch, but Oddball, you'll be the lead while we walk through. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk in, and I want you to set up like you would do it. Don't run, just walk, and don't shoot the targets. Just go, bang bang.
Okay.
Since I'm gonna be standing.
Is everyone following me, or am I just going by myself?
No.
Or...
As a unit.
Oh wait, Striker's not here right now, so...
God damn it.
Somebody else is number 3.
Well, no, it's gonna be all 6.
Oh, okay.
You'll
Yeah, someone
actually,
on the other side of the door.
It'll be all 4 or all 5. You're gonna leapfrog through. I should have mentioned that. You'll leapfrog through as we get going. Be 1 second before I tell you to go.
Oh,
Right,
God,
Striker?
stupid mouse.
Alright.
At least we don't have any doors slamming in our faces now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Oddball.
That one.
That too.
Set 3.
And...
That's all.
Going right. um...
Going left.
Yeah. I
Bang,
probably just
check
died
the door.
there.
Whoa, whoa. Fucking glitch.
Yeah, this little window's here, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Is there a target though? Because you didn't mention.
There is no target, it's empty,
Okay.
that's why I said it was clear.
I didn't hear you say clear. Are you on yelling, Oddball?
Yeah, I'm on yelling.
Huh.
I'm on yelling right now.
Okay.
Okay, so another doorway, set 1.
Set 2.
And... Oh, target left, and...
Target left. Target.
Okay. Set 1.
Set 2.
And... entering... Oh, target, bang.
Yeah,
bang.
I already called that
He already
target.
got that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's right, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw it when I was coming in from the left, so.
Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
So bad at this. Yeah, I'll let you pop around the corner.
Clear?
Window's
Bob,
clear.
I got my guys to pick up the Rifleman UCP vest with 7 rounds, or 7 magazines of blanks, the M4 carry handle.
Clear.
Yeah, that looks,
End of house.
That looks
The
empty.
M69 practice grenades and the 2 M84 stun grenades.
Yeah, this little section seems clear.
Yep.
Clear.
That's up to you. I'm
House
just
clear.
letting you know what
Well,
we got.
from here.
Well, this room is clear. So it's back to this hallway. It looks like. Yeah. And
Yeah, because
a
there's no
target
more.
right there,
There's
so-
no more here.
Bang.
Target. Bang, bang. Target. Bang.
Yeah.
Target left. Bang.
Target right. Bang. Bang. Rounding the corner.
Target.
Target right. Bang. Yeah.
Yep, I totally missed that.
You dead, son.
Check those windows
I'm
over
dead.
there.
Window clear.
Window clear.
Okay.
Window. Target right. Bang.
Entering. Target right. Okay.
Clear.
Alright, Index, head back to the front.
What? There's nothing
Okay.
here? Ah, okay.
No, this is the end.
Not having any doors is weird.
Roach, would you mind randomly setting up the targets again? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to do it for real this time. So before you enter a room, you can throw a flashbang. Just so you know. So the way that we're going to do this is whenever you get ready to go, you say, so let's stack up on this door and I'll run you through it. So set up like you would normally would. Alright,
We
so
have one team left and one team right.
so you go, okay, so for this it's going to be me and Dread, Oddball, and you three. That's how we're going to move. So Raven, Zate, and Oddball are one maneuver team since Striker's kind of gone. And me and Dread will be the other one.
Okay.
So we'll say,
I'll get on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll go Let me just make sure I have the 84. So it'll go set 1.
Set 2.
Set
and then
3.
we'll run through that, and then I'll call flashbang, and whoever is the second person. Thank you. Whoever's the second person will throw a flashbang in. They'll say flashbang out, and everyone turns away so they don't get flashed.
So is it the second person in your own team or from the other
No,
side?
Whoever's on the other side.
Okay.
Alright, so set 1.
Set 2.
Set 3.
Flashbang out.
Turn. Go.
Was it M4 or was it M4A1?
M4.
Target.
period.
Target.
Target down. I can't run.
What?
Stuck on something, I think.
Oh, you get stuck. Window right.
Alright, so we're gonna start bounding forward.
Target. Target down.
Did you actually shoot?
Yeah, I did actually shoot.
Okay.
My God, yeah, I don't think we're hearing each other's gunfire.
Okay.
I don't either.
What?
Wow. Wow, you just glitched through a wall.
What kind of vest is it?
What's going on?
Okay,
It is a
I'm back.
IOTV. UCP pattern.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter which one you pick up.
Are we bringing stun nades?
Yep,
Alright,
M84s.
Target left. Alright.
Did you take the target out in the window?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Alright, someone move across. And
the Red Hammer Studios ones.
they and Raven watch that, clear that room over there. That 1.
Set 2.
Target.
Flashbang out. Oh
Target
god,
down.
I missed.
Oh, you bastard. Wasn't that my job to do it?
Keep moving. Move through it.
Target down.
Target down on the right.
Target down.
Oh yeah, I
Also,
got
I think
it.
you're leaning to one
Target
side.
down.
Crimson. That might be why you're derping out really hard.
Really?
Set 1.
They'll seem. Oh,
Okay.
Got him.
Set
yep,
1.
target down.
Set 2.
No frag. No flash. Just go.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Oh, flash out. Flash out.
Moving.
That 1. Target.
Two.
Oh, that's
Target.
Yeah.
Wow, that was bad shooting
Target
on my
down.
part.
Like a fun time.
Going in.
Blinding yourself
Target.
just for fun.
Room clear.
Target window. No
Move
target
back.
window.
Yep.
Need some morphine.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, my
Alright,
bad.
room clear. Oh my god.
Wow.
I need your morphine.
Yeah, same.
Did the flashbang just give us
All
pain?
clear?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
flashes us, and then I think if it lands next to you, it injures you.
Yeah,
Alright,
it
let's-
hurts.
Alright.
Clearly.
Swing your rifle. And let's head back.
Wait, oh, I missed it. Damn it.
Yup.
Fucking dinner.
Experience
my God.
speed.
Fucking food.
Please keep some morphine.
How do
Give me
How do
morphine.
I get out of the advanced lean?
Morphine. Please. Keep morphine.
Missed it. Damn it.
Oh. Okay. Alright, thanks.
Okay.
Sweet, sweet morphine. Ah.
Why are you all
There we
injured?
go.
How did they
there
get
was an
injured?
incident
You try throwing a flashbang wrong.
Okay, I will.
No, don't.
Please no.
You don't want to. Trust me.
It's
You're
painful.
right.
Then why'd y'all do it?
Talk to
There was-
Crimson.
I was glitching
Accidents
through a wall
happen in
when I
training.
accidentally threw it. Also, it's good to get used to it.
How'd you accidentally throw it? You wind up and you chuck it.
No, I had it going.
Whoa, misclick.
That's exactly what happened.
I was in the process of throwing it, and I started to glitch through a wall. At least on my screen, I did, and I just clipped the edge of the
Did you hit
the door frame.
Did you like ping them in the face and then it went off or something?
No, it
No,
bounced
it
off the wall
glitched
into the
off the
hallway
door
where
frame.
everyone was. It bounced off the wall into the hallway where everyone was.
Yeah,
I-
there was no turning away from that flashbang.
I mean, I didn't get blind.
I mean, I still have one, if you
wanna
wanna
take
try
your
me.
Group through, Bob.
Oh wait, no, I don't.
Can I go with them? Since I missed
Yeah,
it.
you missed ours. Alright, my group, step over here.
Okay, so Striker.
Don't we have to drop the
Mud
weapons?
here.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna find something out real quick.
Who knows how to change
Hey,
their throwing
sir, can I
I
take
do.
them to the rifle range, get them on marksman and pistols?
Grenade throwing stance?
Marksman?
Nope, don't remember
So,
correctly.
when you
I
press
just didn't
shift
want to have
and then
like
scroll
a
wheel,
bunch
right?
of people
Throw.
try and do it
There we
at
go.
one time.
Yeah,
Starts with a
Fair.
Go ahead
normal
and
throw.
take
You
them
go
over.
precise
Alright,
throw,
drop-
grenade,
drop your-
high,
drop
high
everything.
Throw, precise throw, drop grenade.
Whatever you do,
Now-
don't drop it.
Don't drop it. Then everybody's having a bad day. That's friendly. Don't want to do that. So, usually when you're clearing rows, what you want to be using is a precise throw. That way, you're not like hurling it as hard as you can. It's bouncing off walls like crazy, but you're throwing it through a doorway. Is essentially what you're doing. Everyone clear on that so far? Any
You ready?
questions?
I'm good.
Got it.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So,
And we're sprinting.
Will you stop changing this speeds?
Sorry, I'm trying to hit. I meant to hit the caps lock.
Wait, why am I now slow? Fucking.
What's the qualifications again for?
Um, 7 and 5. 7 on the 50, 5 on the 100, and 10 and 10 for expert marksman. I see Tut fully qualified. Kubli fully qualified. Opal fully qualified.
And expert is all of them.
Is all of them 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
With rifle.
I'm already fully qualified to do.
So am I.
Yeah,
Alright,
me
well,
too.
Everyone's expert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oddball.
Yeah, I'm an expert.
User disconnected from
I've
your
got,
channel.
All right. Well, then one of you watch me real quick.
I will.
M4. Oh no, that's M16. Where's the M4? It's 3 mags.
3 max.
And it's healing. No, it's all of them, right?
Kneeling or prone, that's your choice. But I would suggest kneeling because
Yeah,
it's
you
quite
can-
high here.
Foliage. Foliage is pain.
Oh wait, you're over there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Right. So
10 rounds, 50-meter target.
ready?
Go. Ten out of 10.
Oh.
10 rounds, 100-meter target.
Ready?
Go.
I think that was 10.
What? That was 9.
I
That was
counted
9.
8.
I counted 9. One more shot. 10 out of 10.
Alright.
Wait. Okay.
You are now qualified marksman.
Woo. Okay. Everyone, grab a M9.
I'm already qualified. for
I'm
that.
already pistoled.
Yep, same.
Yeah, I've
Damn
got
it.
pistol, rifle, and expert.
Yeah.
Everyone is pistol qualified.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn
M9,
it.
20 rounds, 50-meter target.
I just want to say this is harder than the actual qualification for this.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the lag. Okay.
Go.
20 rounds.
20 rounds. Wait, what target are you shooting at?
The 50.
Reload, restart. I do not.
Okay.
I did not see anything.
Ready?
Go.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yep. Reload. 5 more rounds. Twenty out of 20.
Alright, you're good.
Cool. Are we doing a group anti-tank course, sir? Roger that. Just FYI, the remainder of my group has qualified expert on pistol and rifle.
I wouldn't mind trying the bolt action.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
If you guys want to, we can go watch the shoot house, or we can wait here for the next block of instruction.
I mean, I'd rather not get flashed again, so I'm good waiting here.
I was gonna say I'm gonna wait here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. Though that AT range thing doesn't look very safe because it's backed right up against into a Hesco.
Yeah, about that.
Sir, our resident anti-tank expert has some qualms about how close the Hesco barrier is to the firing range for the anti-tank.
I feel like I'm gonna backblast myself.
Yeah.
Roger that. It's fine. It's supposedly been tested.
Oh no.
Supposedly been tested. I've heard that sentence before. Oddball, you want to test it out?
I mean...
From here? I don't know, that's 5 meters, right?
Maybe.
Well, I know for the recoilless rifle it's about 10 is the backblast thing.
Yeah, then you should be fine.
Okay.
What?
Keyword should.
Should, yeah. When you do, I will be on the other side of this.
Yeah, that's probably the best place for everyone to stand, actually.
I'll be up here.
No.
Have fun getting down.
Yeah, well, it's actually usually not that hard.
No, it's not.
But yeah, I'll be here with bandages and morphine. If you don't kill yourself outright.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Rocket noise.
Oh, Oddball, you were informed that you are the other team lead, right? If need be.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure we weren't going to surprise you with that at some point.
I mean, that's why I was made the corporal, was that
Yeah,
reason.
I just
so.
wasn't sure if we'd informed you.
Goddamn slackers.
Oh, I thought he was surrendering.
Yes, because you stink.
Alright, we are here.
Well, we just watched Crimson qualify.
Hey guys.
Ah!
This is Buddy's voice from the sky.
No, I'm right. I should be right in front of you.
It's the devil.
Are you now?
I'm still hidden.
Yes, you are.
You're still hidden.
Can I punch him?
Can you stop doing that?
Let me disable my cloaking device.
Is he
Do we need to step aside or?
Initiate predator noise.
I just crashed my game.
Wow. Okay. Bonfire just died.
Oh god. Oh, that was Striker. I think he's derping out again.
Nope. Just.
Ah!
Guys.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay. Clear back.
Let's
Only hits the deck.
Good instincts, Dale.
Bob, you may not want to be standing there.
So wasn't that one time where I got hit with like 7 rocket backblasts, even though I was yelling backblast not clear?
Oh yeah.
But I just want to
God,
tell
I
you
hated
that
that so
there's a
much.
massive wall
I like how you
It's
pointed
been
at him.
tested. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's been tested with the AT4. I don't know about the Moz, but
The one that matters most of the time.
You go first, Hubble.
Actually, the vast majority of AT shells that have been fired in anger that have actually done anything in our unit have been done with AT4s out of the Humvees.
Hear that, Hubble? Fuck you.
Because the vast majority of the shells that were fired last mission were fired at an empty vehicle.
The BMP.
Well, we'll get to exactly what it was.
Well, one of the shots Midge wanted me to fire was at a decrewed ATGM launcher.
Yeah,
Which I wanted to strangle him for.
You mean the BMP?
No, that was actually like a
Decrewed
static position.
All right.
Also known as the BMP.
So here's the thing. The AT4 is going to be the most important part of this, specifically because the vast majority of us will only be using the AT4. The AT, anybody that's using AT as a role will have a MOS, but the majority of us will have an AT4 if we ever have to fire AT. So it's best you know how to use it, at least somewhat well. There are two types that'll be inside of your Humvees. There's going to be an HEDP and a heat tube. The HEDP is high explosive dual purpose, which is marginally good at both kind of high explosive and an anti-tank role, but only lightly in terms of that. Like you might be getting like thin-skinned APCs or trucks, etc. If you're going up against something like an infantry fighting vehicle or a tank, it's probably not going to be the best unless you hit it in the correct location.
Shrug it off.
Yeah. Well, you could detrack it. You could hit the tracks and get a mobility kill, but it's still not going to kill it in terms of its guns. The other one is the heat shell, which we all know what heat stands for, right?
Yep.
High explosive anti-tank.
Hawk.
Good job, class. So,
do track vehicles, when they're tracked, do they act like wheel vehicles where the crew will get out?
It depends. It depends. The crew might bail out if they get a mobility kill, or they might stay in it. It just depends on how damaged it is. Because there are some wheeled vehicles where a gunner will stay inside that thing. Or they'll get back in it and start shooting at you. So never, if it's a mobility kill, don't assume it's dead. Unless you're 100% certain. And you can never really be 100% certain.
If the third turns, duck.
Yeah, if the third turns, you're in trouble. So it's best that we all get at least 1 or 2 shots with an AT4, and at least be able to hit the close range Hulk that's out there reliably, because that'll be about the distance that you'll normally have to engage with one of these things, unless you're trying to destroy something, in which case you might, like a building or like a fuel truck or something like that, you might be further out. But if you're normally engaging in combat action with an AT4, it's going to be about that far, and that's about that's about 120 meters out. So that's a fairly sizable distance. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate. Everybody can get their binoculars out because everybody has binoculars and they can spot this. But one of the things you need to remember with an AT4 is you do need to prime it because it is in the safe position when you get it out. So
now remember, foreplay with the high explosives.
I'm going to take a knee here. I'm going to get right up to the shooting step. I am going to press the reload button, and that will get my sights out and put the safety off. I am sighted in at 100 meters. Using the iron sights. Taking a breath, and back blast. Clear.
That's it.
Yep. The way he said it was like he wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Clear?
I hoped it was.
Well, we're smart enough to stand on the other side of the sandbag, so.
Who would like to volunteer for receiving back
Hard pass.
And that is perfectly safe as long as you as long as your front knee is on this step, on the shooting step. Okay, it's perfectly safe. If you're further back from that, I don't know. So
didn't touch
so
that.
who wants to take a shot?
I'll do
sure. I fucked up the last one,
I'll
so.
All right, go get an AT4, heat, or HEDP, doesn't really matter. Just get an AT4, put it on your back. All right, looks like Tut's gonna take a shot. Everybody out behind the firing bunker.
Wait, where is it?
AT4.
Oh yeah,
M136.
M136.
Yep.
M136.
Heat. All right.
Or not, I guess.
Okay, back blast clear.
Clear black path. Yep.
Clear.
Shit, lag.
Turns
Firing.
directly towards us. I'm next.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice hit, man. Nice hit.
Boop, boop. All right, striker.
How far is the far target? Like 180 meters?
Almost 200, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check it.
Back bash clear.
203.
Clear.
Clear.
Clear. Good shot.
Hey. Tut.
Hmm?
You doing?
I'm gonna get up.
Oh, drop it.
Side.
Did I hit it? Where did I hit it?
Back blast clear.
Clear.
Clear. Good shot.
I didn't realize how crap those iron sights were until I, were using them.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh
terrible.
yeah, no, they're pretty shit. Alright, Dread, take a knee.
Back blast clear.
Clear. Good hit.
Wow.
Yeah, so back blast
Fucking
does
loud.
Yeah, it's very loud. She probably said put in some earplugs.
I did. It goes
yeah,
through the
something like-
earplugs.
When everybody's done with the near target, can I try for the far?
Can give it a shot. Who is anybody else Bob, do you wanna shoot at the close target or are you just
I'd like to
Got
take a
it.
shot at the far targets. I'd like to do.
Alright, everybody wants to take a shot. Move into the bunker one at a time. Bob, you go first.
Every one at a time.
Everyone at a time.
Yeah.
Striker, you might wanna, maybe come back a little bit. I don't know what that back blast's gonna do on that back wall.
It's got a nice puff to it.
It's 203 meters, so you should sight in for 200.
That's page up, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Clear back blast.
Clear.
Back blast clear.
Hit.
Overshot.
No, overshot. Looked like it.
Nope.
It looked like it hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
far
go. No, I
target?
had a delayed reaction for some reason.
Yeah, it hit.
Yeah.
It looked like you shot over the commander's cupola.
200 meters, you said, right?
Yep.
Back blast
Okay.
clear.
Clear.
Ah, damn it, I moved my mouse.
Good shot.
Good hit.
Hey. Anybody want my rod? I used it already.
No one wants a used rod.
Empty.
blast it.
Oh my.
Clear.
Clear.
That's it.
Good hit.
There's a lot of used rods over here if you want them.
Look at how we're all standing in this nice, like, orderly line.
Makes you move forward. A little bit more.
Hey, we get to play with high explosives. Of course, we're gonna be standing in line.
Crimson, do
We're
you really need those
civilized
binoculars to
people
see
when it
him?
counts.
No, I'm watching the target.
I can see fine just without them.
Back blast clear.
Clear.
Hit.
Good shot, though. You did
I know.
pull. You pulled to the
I'm
left.
making
a
sure I
little bit.
see where he lands. Yeah.
It looked like it tracked it.
Yeah, drag to the left.
Yeah,
No,
probably
he
tracked
was-
that one. You wouldn't have.
Well, from what I saw, it just barely hit the left side of the turret.
Roach, I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
other side.
Okay.
Move forward some, Raven.
Front foot on that firing step. There
A
you
little
go.
bit more. Yeah, there you go.
Good. All right. Back blast clear.
Clear.
Clear. Good
On the
hit.
turret.
On the turret.
Center of the turret. Well, there's a good chance it would have bounced, but what?
Well, I think
we'll
the-
just move
This
past.
distance, probably. I don't know.
Probably the
T60,
distance.
T70 might have
Hey,
done.
bud.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
T72
a
Move forward a
has
little bit
been
more.
pretty
Crossing.
hard to
Yeah,
little bit more.
T72 can't
Little bit.
stand
There
up
you
that
go.
much.
I mean, but with that Maverka, if you hit it in a turret, it's just gonna shrug it off like it's nothing.
T72s have a
You know what I think would be
tendency
a
to
good shot would
explode
be
their
hitting that.
turret off their
That
fucking
guy 400
yeah.
meters
Well, it's
out.
because they
Yeah,
have a
clear.
lot of ammunition.
With the
so
AT?
it's turret ring.
You were a little to the
Yeah, well, the
right.
target
It's
needs to
great.
be there after.
It's such a
we
good
get-
design.
But you hit the
So
turret.
we
You're
still
good.
hit the turret. You didn't hit
Yeah.
the.
A little to the left of the turret.
After we're done with the
Is that
marksman.
everybody? Or nope. Got two more.
Hey, Druid.
Alright.
Move forward.
Move forward a lot more.
Move forward a lot.
On fire. Yeah.
More.
Front step on that firing. Front.
A lot
There
of
you
tubes down there.
Yeah, all the
Alright,
muse tubes.
I missed a little spiel because I disconnected.
Press
Can I
R.
go a little bit? What?
Hit R.
Hit R?
Yep.
Well, unlock the safety.
Okay.
Are you shooting for the near or far target?
I'd like to shoot for the near one.
Okay.
Okay, you sight in for
Because-
100 meters.
So 100 meters,
up.
use your page up, page down.
So I didn't even sight in for 100 when I went for the near target and I hit it fine.
Yeah, I didn't
Make
sight
sure you
anything, but
pass-
it's.
make
I think
that
it's
your
sighted in
back
at
pass
100.
is Clear.
Yeah, it's starting at 50.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just ain't high then.
Clear.
Clear.
Good
Well.
hit.
Good hit.
Hey, Roach, you told us wrong earlier. It's not sighted at 100 immediately. It's at 50.
That's not 50 meters.
That is not 50 meters.
I know, but you told us
No,
earlier that
the launcher sighted
The
at
launcher
50 is
sighted
stock.
for 50
Oh.
Initially.
Yeah, it's like I said, you got to sight in for 100.
you said it was already at 100 as. Oh, no, whatever, man.
Back blast clear.
Clear.
Oh, I got a lag spike.
Clear.
Fuck. Okay.
Good hit. Anyone
Oh.
else?
I wanna
Good
shoot
hit.
for the
there it
second
is.
one.
Alright, make sure you drop your tubes if you're done.
I think that the amount of tubes we have on the ground might be causing all the lag.
Alright, the
Maybe.
far target is
sight,
202
Bob.
meters.
Yeah,
Hmm?
so sight in for
Like the
200.
sight. Oh, almost ran into the back glass. I thought everybody was done.
Oh god.
That's what I heard as well. But
Why is this?
Clear.
Clear.
Good hit.
A little low.
Mobility
It
kill.
would attract it.
Low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can drop
for
the
the-
use
so-
tube now.
Okay. I think everybody's gotten a little bit, has been able to familiarize themselves with the system.
Get back in line.
User in your channel timed out.
So we're not gonna work on the moss because that's we'll have to actually get a little bit
Role specific.
Yeah, we'll get some. We'll have a role specific course on that later, in another time. But everybody's gotten at least a little bit more acquainted with the AT4 as a weapon. So remember, it's if you're going up against an actual like main battle tank or IFV at medium to long range, it's probably not going to kill it. But you can definitely get a mobility kill on most vehicles with an AT4 heat or HEDP. You're probably not going to get a kill on something unless you have a heat shell if it's something heavier. So keep that in mind. Try not to overestimate what it can do. And its ability to damage something drops off with distance as the energy is
User
dropped
joined
off.
your channel.
So
Okay.
Is it more likely to bounce at farther distance too?
possibility. Angles also matter. So if you're hitting a lot of Russian vehicles have very angled or bald turret sides, like very rounded or very angled.
Those are the
that can-
BMPs, right?
that can cause,
Oh boy.
All
that
of
can
them,
cause a
Bob.
bounce at medium to long range. But if you're close range with a heat shell, it's probably not going to bounce. But you should still aim for a good place to try and aim for if you can see it would be the point in which the turret and the hull meet. Try the turret ring. Or if you can't get a shot on that, try and hit the engine deck or engine block in the back, or the area in between the guide wheels of a track, because that's where things like transmissions, ammunition storage, that kind of stuff's at. If you have to hit it in the front, then try and get a mobility kill, or hit the turret ring. Do we understand that?
Yep.
We got that?
So for BMPs with big guns, you hit them in the turret ring. All right.
Well, we're gonna actually leads us into
Christ.
our next course here, which is vehicle identification.
Yay!
Oh, the BMPs.
BMP, and a little more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you all to follow me. Just hold on a second, because I'm gonna run with this joke.
Are we actually
I
running
just
over there?
Spawn all the BMPs.
No, I just need to run with this joke because I've said it, and I actually find it funny. So I just need to find it here.
Oh Lord.
Are you gonna pull a rubber chicken out of your pocket or something?
Is he gonna pull up one of the like?
He's gonna
scout
pull a
cars
BMP
that,
out of
like,
his
murdered
ass.
us that you were calling BMPs
If I remember what mod it's in.
He's gonna run us over with a BMP then.
Possibly.
Probably gonna
I'm
kill
not
us.
gonna run you over.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, everybody, follow me.
Yes, sir.
Is he naked for anybody else?
Nope.
Nope.
He's naked for me.
Naked and highways west.
He's naked for me.
Sounds like my Saturday nights.
No.
Why is Roach naked on your Saturday nights?
No.
Can you take it off and put it back on? I can see it.
Okay.
Want to see what?
Want to? Well, that's the whole point of this thing.
I didn't
is so that you
specifically
can see.
mean roach, but you know,
Hey,
whatever.
there it is. Oh my God. That's amazing. Is that your anti-BMP vest?
Oh, it's his road guard vest. God damn it!
Can't do anything without a
He's
global.
got a PT belt on.
You can't do anything
I
without
know.
a global.
I'm so upset. There's no PT belts in any of these
Right?
mods.
Yeah, that is kind of bad.
Like, how am I supposed to deflect bullets out on patrol if I don't have my PT belt?
How am I supposed to run correctly without a BT belt?
Right?
Did anybody else see this flag
I'm
in the
surprised
air?
there's no mod that has PT gear for the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
Like
I
that-
am amazed.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and
Or the-
yellow.
Or the trash
PT
and
is
green
physical
PT gear.
training, right?
Oh,
Yes.
dude,
Yep.
Silkies.
Oh, look at
my
all
God,
these
this is like
BMPs.
almost like a full like Russian motor pool here.
Look
Yep.
at all these
These are
BMPs.
captured vehicles from
Oh.
current fighting.
I'm enjoying looking at all these
Awesome.
BMPs. So BMP. I just see
I'm
BMPs.
legitimately going to
BTR.
BRDM?
BRDM,
Shut up with that
BTR, BMPs.
BMP, BMP3,
So-
BMP.
Here's the thing: there are no tanks here, and there are some BMPs, but there are other things here. There's also
BTR.
There's only one MRAP here. Can anybody point out the MRAP?
This,
Right
this
here.
thing right
It
over
is
here.
right here.
This one.
Aha, let me through.
That's a
This one
negative.
over here.
He was
It's the
right.
big
Oh no, the
armored
BRDM
one.
is. Shit.
Oh yeah.
That's right. This is a Russian MRAP.
Boring.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Also known as BMP.
So let's get you guys actually acquainted with this stuff. Okay.
BRDM.
Let's get you
BRDM
at least
2.
Yeah, BRDM
actually
too.
acquainted. This is BRDM 2. Okay.
Yep.
Now BRDMs come in a couple of different sizes. This is the base model. There's one that has a rocket rack on the top. There's a couple unarmed ones, and there's one that has a shooting position without a turret. Is what you'll probably encounter while you're out there. This is their MRAP. It has a crew of 3, so it is mine resistant. It's a little harder to kill than a general Jeep or or truck.
Would
so
a
you can-
non-heat show take this out?
Oh yeah.
It's a possibility. It depends on where
HEDP,
you're-
if you hit it in the right spot, it would.
Yeah. So like on the sides or towards
Or
the
in the
engine
rear.
block in the back, you could definitely take it out with an HEDP at medium range. It would definitely take out the tires. You get an auto like mobility kill on it, but that's not going to knock out the turret, as some of people found out in the last combat action in Malden. that this thing stays alive for a while if you don't actually kill it fully. It is mounting a, I believe that's a 14 millimeter.
14.5.
14 and a half millimeter.
14.5 millimeter.
Nerds.
It also has a secondary, I believe, a secondary 7.62. I don't.
Yes.
That's about right.
It's just a driver with an AK. All right.
Yeah, but it's as we found out, it's very nasty when it's dealing with non-armored targets. And that includes our Humvees. One or two of these shells in an engine block will knock it out.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was painful.
So if you find one of these things, it's best to knock it out early, or not to expose any of our vehicles to it.
Just ourselves?
Well, that's the thing. It has a very slow turret traverse because it is a manual turret.
Oh god.
I'm just running circles around it.
Well, they're Russian turrets, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can actually outrun it, but don't depend on that. So yeah, that's it. So, that's
Sticky
a
bombs.
BRDM-2.
Then they should upgrade the BMPs.
And this is slightly different than their other transport, which is behind us. So why don't we go over there? Now, these are the two standard Russian transports that we'll find, and they have various different versions. These are both unarmed, as you can see. I hope you can see.
Well, didn't we learn earlier that wheels are very deadly?
Flying wheel.
But on the smaller one is a UAZ. That comes in a couple of different variants. This is, again, the unarmed variant, but it can come in a variant with a Dishka on the back, as well as the Russian equivalent to a Mark 19, their automatic grenade launcher. So they can be dangerous, but it's usually used as just a general transport. It's not usually used as a combat transport, as it only has, I believe, 5 seats in it. And it's somewhat cramped.
No, it can fit. I think
It
can fit 7 or 9.
Yeah, there's 2 like jump seats like really far in the back.
7.
For the
Yeah.
transport.
There's 7 seats in it. There's 7 seats in it, but it's soft. It's a soft vehicle. It's a soft cover. It has almost no armor. It's very easy to kill with just your general small arms. So don't waste an AT4 on this thing unless you absolutely have to.
Sorry, my audio bugged out. You said it had that variant, the heavy machine gun, and the anti-freedom dispenser.
Yeah, essentially it's an equivalent
the communism
to a Mark 19.
dispenser.
It's an automatic grenade launcher.
Also an SPG variant.
Yeah, it does have an SPG variant, though that is somewhat rare in the actual Russian military, but guerrillas might use that. And then on the larger end of the scale, we have their other transport, which is their current modern transport, the equivalent of our Humvee, which is the GAZ.
That actually looks really cool.
Yeah, this thing's a beast. It's a little bit more armored than a Humvee in terms of its just general armament.
Like a damn MRAP.
Its armed variant is not just a machine gun.
Oh god.
It has a machine gun and a Mark 19 equivalent.
Oh god.
PPG.
But is it only like a 7.62 machine gun, not like a 50 cal?
Yeah, it's just a 7.62.
Yeah.
It's not a
PKP, I think.
Yeah, it's not a heavily armed. Well, I mean, it has a Mark 19, so it has a grenade launcher. It's heavily armed, but the machine gun is not a heavy hitter.
I was about to say, why can't we just buy these?
Because they're Russian. Yeah.
It'd steal these.
This can carry.
CSAT doesn't have them.
This is an 8-person capacity, and it's fairly quick for a vehicle of its size, and it's generally, if you had to put it like in a category, it's almost an MRAP, but it is still considered not mine resistant because of the vehicle configuration. So it's
like a highly up-armored Humvee.
Yes.
Unless you somehow manage to, not hit a single mine.
That was magic.
Yeah, that was a good day.
So this thing will not be knocked out by an HEDP if you get a shot on it. For the most part, it's not that armored, but it will shrug off 5.56 and 7.62 at least for a little while.
Can you put a 107 in the engine bay?
Is the glass bulletproof?
It is there's no such thing as bulletproof. It is bullet resistant.
Yeah.
Yes. So we can obviously tell the difference between these two vehicles just by the size. But yes, the small one is a UAZ, and the large one is a GAZ.
How about tires? Are they small arms like resistant?
I think they're run flats.
Okay.
You can put a couple of. I mean, they'll go out, but it'll take a lot. It's generally better to just try and go for the engine block if you have a shot on it. From the sides, I think the front is the more heavily armored bit of the engine block because just the way it's made. But you can knock out the engine with small arms if you get a good shot on it. But yeah, so do we understand the differences between these? Can we call that out?
Big thing, little thing.
Yeah, big thing and little thing. Hey, if it helps, GAZ giant, UAZ undersized.
Okay.
As a mnemonic
That's
device.
That's what she said.
Giant Russian Jeep, little Russian Jeep.
Yeah. We got that?
Yep.
Got a baby
Cool.
Jeep
Got it.
and a daddy Jeep.
All right, let's move over here.
Oh, BMP.
BTR.
Oh my god, I'm gonna strike.
No, seriously, stop with that shit. It's getting annoying.
It's also going to confuse people.
BTR, yeah.
BTR 70?
No,
Yep.
70
This is a
or 80?
BTR. Now, here's
This
the
is
thing.
70.
This is the only version that we put out here because BTRs follow the same general layout. There are four-wheeled. I think this is
Amphibious.
classified.
I count 4 on one side. Is there none on the other then?
It's 8-wheeled.
Eight-wheeled. You know what I mean.
The damn wheels look like they're made out of iron.
Yeah. This is an APC. So it's an armored personnel carrier. It is equivalent to what I would say
Thanks,
a
Ronald.
Bradley.
No, if I may, it's more. Would be close
Striker,
to a
maybe?
113.
Yeah, I guess it would be a one. Well,
Or
we
an
don't usually
LAV.
use 113s right now, so that's just
Well,
in what
orders,
our current arsenal is.
medics.
But yes, a 113 would be somewhat equivalent to that, though this is much heavily armed.
Well, yeah, more heavily armed, but armor equivalent to a 113.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the hardest thing to kill, but the biggest problem you're going to have if you're trying to shoot at this thing is the angle of the armor on all sides.
Seems to be sloped everywhere.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
sloped everywhere. So if you're firing at it from range, it's going to be hard to get a solid hit on this thing unless you yourself are at an angle. Generally, trying to hit the turret of this thing is useless. This thing will shrug off long-range shots from most AT on that turret because of the extreme angle of the sides of it.
Top armor is always the weakest.
Top armor is always the weakest.
How about the floor?
If you can get something underneath it, you might be able to knock out a tire or two. Like, if all else fails, if you can bounce a 40mm underneath this thing, you might be able to pop a tire.
The crew hatch is in the back, right?
But yeah, then
Sorry,
it
what?
still has 7 more.
Let
The
him
crew's in
talk,
front.
please.
I'm not getting. Okay.
Yeah. The engine deck in the back is another good place to try and hit it. Though, again, the extreme angle on the back makes that hard to do. Though it does have a flat upside-down trapezoid in the back. That's a good target to go for. If you want to go back there and check that, you can. It's just if you can see that and it's flat to you, try and hit that because that is a good section to get at least a mobility kill if you don't kill it outright as well. I don't actually know how many this can carry. It's
There's like
not
7
a lot.
on the inside, 7 on the outside.
Yeah, this thing does.
Yeah.
This thing is also usually sporting external riders, so you can also identify from that. But this is one of the only. Actually, this is the only Russian troop transport that is wheeled. So it's pretty easy to differentiate that. But again, this is a BTR. That's what that equivalent is. Also, just so you know, this thing does have. It's not a machine gun. This is actually using an autocannon. It's actually got a cannon on the top of it with a machine gun. I think a 12.5 centimeter or millimeter. Not centimeter. Jesus.
Wow. That's not a cannon then.
As a coax onto the cannon, and I believe that cannon's a 20 or a 30. It's probably a 20 if I had to guess. So yeah.
Is this
try
thing
and
a-
hit this? Go ahead.
Is this thing amphibious as well, or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Run flats, right?
Yeah, it's you got pretty beefy tires, though an explosive will most likely take them out if need be.
What variants are there? Like,
The BTRs, the BMPs, and the BRDMs are all amphibious.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the BTR 70 is the one you're looking at right now, and that's pretty much the most how would I put this? The lightest armed variant.
Oh, you need to show them BTR 80A.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll put that out there. Just a second, make sure crew is not spawned in. Yeah, this is.
Start shooting on us immediately.
Everybody had a bad day.
Oh, hello.
hello.
Okay, behind us
that's a
is
crew.
a BTR 80A.
That's a mean.
That's a scary-looking gun.
It's beastly.
Is that the Experience Beige?
Pretty fuck off cannon on the top of that thing.
Yup.
Still uses a.
What is it? A 90 millimeter?
I believe so. It's a fairly sizable autocannon, and that thing will. That thing will ruin your day.
Yup.
That is
Like
definitely
a
how.
30mm autocannon.
That is definitely how you experience Beige.
So that's basically all the variants just get progressively worse as the numbers go up. So
80As, 80AB.
So I mean, this is a 70. It's got a bigger cannon. Actually, no. Were you looking at a 70, aren't we? Yeah, we're looking at a 70.
Yeah.
The 60. Or no, this is an 80.
No.
Are
Oh,
there any BTR 90s in there?
the crew was just popping up there.
Everybody, get away from it. Get away from it. I'm in the middle of moving it, and if this thing moves on top, Striker, get away! Striker.
Did you turn the crew off?
Okay.
Yeah, he turned the crew off. We're not dead.
Yeah.
He's got crew.
The
Weird.
moment that gun starts moving, I'm running away.
So yeah, those are the BTRs. That's what those are. BTR stands for a wheeled APC. Wheeled transport. Okay.
Will any of them have those rocket mounts like the BMPs do?
No.
No.
Most
No,
I don't
they don't have any
think
rockets.
so.
None of them have rockets. They all have turrets with a gun.
They're
None
only
of them have a rocket mount.
APCs, not IFVs.
Yeah. So we move over here. Now there are 3 here because this is a family of vehicles.
Ooh, BMPT.
Pain
So-
family of.
These are a family of. Hold on, let my thing update here. Okay, this is a family of BMPs.
Sure.
Which one's the daddy?
Well,
This
the
one I think I'm standing in
BMP,
front of.
This one is still this one.
the BMP2 technically, the one you're next to, Oddball, is a BRM.
Oh yeah.
But it uses the same chassis as a BMP2. But the BMP2 is the older variant. And from what we can see here, the BMP2 and 3, the 3 is the center one, look very different. In fact, the BMP3, in a lot of ways, is a different vehicle.
A tank.
It actually has a tank cannon on it.
Yeah.
It's essentially Russia's answer to a Bradley, the BMP3.
So it's like a light tank.
Essentially, yeah. It started out as a troop transport, and then somebody in their high command said, "Hey, we could use the light tank and a scout vehicle, and why does it need to carry so many infantry? We're going to still keep it an infantry carrier."
Boom,
And that's and then we have this. These are BMPs. Well, 2 of them are BMPs. One of them is a BMP chassis, and it's the BRM-1K. But what you can tell from these is they have a trapezoidal track arrangement, so they sit high on their tracks. You can tell a BMP 2 and 3 apart by the turret placement. The BMP 2 has a rear placement of the turret, while BMP3 has a forward placement on the turret, as well as many other things such as the giant fuck-off gun that it has. There are many different variants of these, varying in degrees of "that's not too bad" to "oh god, why."
I also noticed
God, why?
You said the 3 is
the
tank gun, right?
BMP2 on the right side here is actually the variant that you guys faced off in Laporte in the last day on Malden.
Is this the thing that was shooting up our shit and while you were...
I was shooting at Bob's squad for about a half hour.
That guy bounced like a
killed me.
Can I kick it?
shell off the turret.
Yeah, that's because if you look at the turret, it is highly angled from the front.
Yep.
The 3 is the middle one, right?
Yeah, the 3 is the middle one, and that is also highly angled.
Now-
Beige tactical recon, beige military penetration.
But I also noticed in the back it's much more like flat and square than the others.
Yes, it is. So it actually makes it somewhat easier to hit if you're trying to kill it. If you have a side profile shot, the BMP3 is much easier to kill, though it has slightly more armor than the BMP2 does. There, I believe, is an up-armored variant of the 3 to mitigate that, though that is somewhat rare currently on the front lines. And as you can see as well, the BRM-1 is kind of the middle child between this. It has a kind of an intermediate cannon that it uses, while still only using the BMP 2 chassis.
There's no way you're gonna get a front shot on this one. Too fucking angled.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. BMPs are very hard to destroy from the front.
Jesus.
The angle on these things is massive, and that's partially because they're amphibious.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have the crew capacity. They can carry infantry. They can carry their crew. It's generally best to try and hit these things with a dedicated anti-tank. So the actual anti-tank recoilless rifle would be a good thing to hit these things with a heat shell at medium range, at kind of a flat angle if you can get it. If not, you can definitely track these things easily because there is a large exposed track and road wheel assembly underneath the armor that shouldn't be too hard to hit. So if you have to target that, you can, and you will definitely stop the thing in its tracks.
How would enemy AT work against these like RPG-7s? Because I noticed we had to pick up a couple of them when we started running out of ammo last.
RPG-7s will do generally about as well as an AT-4, just have lower range. They drop off much quicker.
Most accurate.
Yeah, they tend to swerve a bit.
Yeah, so you're probably they'll do about as much damage as an AT-4, but you're gonna have to get closer just for the range and the drop off to get a more accurate shot. So keep that in mind. The Russian disposable AT is again about as equivalent as an AT-4. So I think that's the RPG-26 or whatever it is. It's their disposable anti-tank. These vehicles we've covered are used by most frontline branches of the Russian military. You'll find these used by VDV, the Army,
the VDV,
the Marines, the VMF.
They will use these, but they also use a specific variants of certain vehicles that we have off to the side.
Well, how fast is the turn rate of these turret?
These are all the ones we've covered except for the MRAP they're
automatic or electric.
Automatics.
Hydraulic. That's the word.
Yes. So you won't be able to outrun them. They're pretty quick. They can draw bead on a moving vehicle as well. So keep that in mind. But let's move over here. These are VDV specific vehicles.
That's a white rocket.
Do I need a safety blanket?
Yeah.
That's mine will be.
That's a joke about me.
So generally, these are arrayed by size from the smallest one on the right, your right to left. So the smallest one is a BMD-1, The one in the center is a BMD2, and the largest one is a BMD4. These are used by the Russian paratroopers as just armored fighting vehicle. These things have a shitload of armaments on them. You can definitely see the BMD2 is armed to the teeth.
Should we expect these to be lighter armored?
They are lighter armored. They're glass cannons for the most part. But the BMD4 has a bit more armor, and it sits higher up there, and its angle is a bit greater on its forward section. Though the 2 and 1 also have a odd forward angle to them, but it's a bit more flat on the underside, so you can get a shot on if you need to. But generally, if you see something like this small or around there, you don't need to call it the specific version number. Just a BMD is what these are called. They're usually also they have a Russian paratrooper symbol on the hull somewhere as well.
Yeah, on the right side here.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for those. That's a good way of telling that this is a paratrooper vehicle. Or not paratrooper, but a VVV vehicle. So yeah, these are quick sons of bitches, lightly armored but heavily armed. As you can see, even the smallest one, the BMD-1, has an actual cannon, not just an autocannon. That thing's got a small tank gun, essentially. While the center one has a fairly large autocannon, plus a rocket launcher. And the largest one actually has a full-on tank cannon with a autocannon secondary, like coaxial gun.
Jesus, autocannon as a
I gotta
coaxial.
It's
Yeah.
time.
See you, Rim. So yeah, this is. So when we're talking about, these, try and shoot them from the sides if you can, or get a mobility kill, because these are very easy to mobility kill. The tracks are exposed on all sides. There's no track guards, so you should be able to knock it out, or at least get it immobilized fairly easily if you need to. Any questions on any of these vehicles?
User disconnected from your
identifications
channel.
or anything like that?
For the BMD-1, I think it is. What exactly is the nose rocket?
It is a missile.
ATGM.
Yeah.
Think of it as a javelin without a tube.
Essentially, yeah.
I just realized how small Russian tankers must be, especially if I stand next to the one.
Well,
Yeah,
you have
there's
to
not a
remember
lot of
these
spare room
aren't
in this
tanks.
thing.
Yeah,
You have to
crew
remember these aren't
compartments are
tanks.
just fucking tiny inside Russian vehicles most of the time.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of Russian vehicles.
It's a cramped life inside a Russian tank, or like.
Christ almighty. I think
they're
I'll pass.
Limited crew. It's a limited crew as well on these things.
You climb.
I think the only one that actually has a full 3-man crew is the BMD-4. The 2 and the 1 are 2-man vehicles, if I recall, or they might be 3-man.
I believe it's 3.
I think most of them are 3-man, at least what I've seen. Arsenal.
Yeah, but it doesn't have. There's not a lot for these things. To these things. So, we good with that? Any other questions? Everybody remember these? Can they at least remember the differences between these and be able to call them out at least broadly?
Hopefully.
Okay. Can they understand the difference between a BMP, a BMD, and a BTR?
BMP
And a
everything
BRDM.
else.
A BRDM, yes.
Gas.
RDM is technically the MRAP, so we could just call that the MRAP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can just call that the MRAP as well. Is everybody
Well,
good?
Yep.
Is that?
I wouldn't suggest calling it an MRAP.
You may think it's our MRAP.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is heading off to the medical course.
Yay, the prison camp. Test subjects.
They're volunteers. Come on.
Yeah. They volunteered to be picked up.
Everyone on the
decimates
mythical
some
camp
buddies.
Auschwitz.
Oh God, Bob.
You started, Trent. You don't start with me.
What?
Why doesn't everybody get inside of the Humvee that's been conveniently set up beforehand? I did not just spawn.
I saw it appear.
Oh shit! You motherfucker.
Is there not a spot for approach?
Why is one of us
Are you-
leaning on the shoulder of the person next to us?
Is there only one seat?
Yep. There's one seat
What
left.
are you two doing over there?
He's got a
There's one
deal
seat
for
left, you
you
get
on this
No,
bridge.
no. Never mind. There's no more seats. I thought the driver's
There's
seat
no
was
more
open.
seats.
comfy there?
God.
Just shoot him,
We
Commissar.
just take one of the Russian vehicles.
Who's driving this anyway?
Take the
I am.
UAZ.
Oh God.
Hold on, I said hold on.
We're all gonna die.
Commissar,
I'm
just
a
shoot
good
him.
driver. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, Crimson. There's a vehicle that. Hold on.
What's going on right now? I can't hear them.
My clipboard gets erased every time I go out of here. I don't know what you're saying.
Guys,
There's a
what's
vehicle
going
right
on? I can't hear them.
The second one.
Oh,
That
they
second
brought a
vehicle's
second
always been
one
there.
down.
It always has been.
Yeah.
Short, Bob.
Bob,
What?
I need you to drive down the main road until you come upon a medical building. I will meet
That's
you
right.
there.
Understood. Drive to the medical lollipop. Got it.
Did you say left or right?
I don't know. We're gonna
To
find
the
out.
right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
He said down the road. He did not give a
He
direction.
did say down the road.
No, you guys have radios.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm talking to Bob.
Hello.
What's
I got a radio.
the- Yeah, isn't that like linked into communicating with the other people?
We actually have a radio.
Everybody's got a radio.
Yeah.
A vehicle radio.
Now, is that a
Oh my
passive
god,
person?
There's a civilian running away.
No,
Oh wait, that's Roach.
Oh.
Oh, it's Roach.
Well, none of you
Dead
offered me
bodies
$5
can't
to
run
run
away.
him over, so that's not gonna happen now.
Wait, you run him over? $5. I got 6. Just get him back in. Everybody, when you see those symbols, you know to shoot.
They make good markers.
Totally not a war crime.
No.
Okay. So, now we've all had some experience with the medical system so far, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
I've been shot lots of times.
Same.
Yep.
Stuffing bananas into their faces works.
Yeah, so, here's the thing. We've had some experiences with the medical system, but we've also had some experiences with a poor ability to triage. Anybody tell me what triage means?
It's the ability to treat multiple patients at once.
It's the ability to decide which patient needs the most help at the first.
Who lives and who dies?
So not Harper.
Yeah.
Only strongest survive.
So here's the thing: if you're triaging somebody, you need to also be able to immediately recognize who you can quickly get back onto the line, as quickly as possible without losing without losing as many resources, losing as little resources as you need to get them back on the line. So let's take an example. Let's say Bob, Crimson, and Dread have been hit. Okay?
I feel something
Crimson-
bad coming up.
Crimson has taken a moderate chest wound and is bleeding. He's lost some blood. Dread has taken two somewhat bad leg wounds, but is not currently bleeding. But he's passed out within pain. And Bob has taken a head wound, has lost a lot of blood. In that situation, who do you treat first, or what injuries do you treat in what order?
What was Chris's injuries again?
Chest
He's
wound.
taken a moderate chest wound, and he's lost some blood.
I'm thinking head wound, chest wound, and then legs because
Nope, legs first. He's the easiest to get up. He can get back into the
Legs
fight.
last because he's unconscious, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Hit him with Epi, but he's the only one that can actually continue fighting.
Yeah,
Each one
Bob
is
bring
so
him back.
He's
like
lost
him.
no blood. In
But
the
Bob's
order of
about
this,
to
here's the reason. Here's the rationale. Because Chris is right. Crimson is right. The legs are not currently bleeding. They're just damaged. He is unconscious with some pain. Technically, they'd all be in pain, but for this purposes, he just has pain and some bandageable wounds on his legs. So what you want to do in that situation is you triage. So you diagnose all of them and figure out what's going on. If Bob is not immediately going to die, you get Dread up first. But if he is immediately going to die, as in he's imminent to death or something close to that, you bandage his head wound and then do the legs. Because you still want to keep as many people alive as possible, but your secondary objective is to get as many people back on the line as quickly as possible. The two-part process. So, Bob having a bad head wound and has lost a lot of blood. He's not going to be up and fighting soon, but you can stop the bleeding. And as soon as you stop the bleeding, then you move on. And you move on to the next pressing matter, which would be Dread. Crimson still hasn't lost much blood, but Dread hasn't lost any, and he can be brought up with maybe 2 or 3 treatments, or maybe half a minute, or even just a minute. You can bring him up, and now he's got a gun back on the line, and you can use him to just guard the 2 injured individuals while you treat them. Do we all understand that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you'd move on to Chris, because Chris has an open wound that hasn't been bandaged yet, so then you'd bandage him. And once he's bandaged, then you would diagnose Bob and Crimson again to see. Okay, see ya. You would see Bob and Crimson. You diagnose them and see who is the easiest to get back up now. And that would probably still be Crimson, because you bandaged his wound. He just needs maybe a little bit of blood and some morphine, and he'd be back up. Then you'd settle in to work on Bob, because he'd probably take the most resources to get back up and running, but in the time that you probably would still be treating Bob, you now have Dread and Crimson back up on the line. You got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, but see, that's what we want to do. We want to we want to triage effectively.
What I meant by treat Bob first is actually what you said is bandage him.
Yeah, you want to stop the bleeding, because that's the most important thing, and then you move on.
Well, if he's conscious, he should be able to bandage himself. Same with me.
If he's conscious, he should be able to bandage himself. And that's your own self-triage. That's your own self-care. You need to, if you've taken some damage, bandage yourself. You don't necessarily need to give yourself morphine if you're in some light pain. Save it if you can manage without it. Because that's resources that you could use to get somebody else back up if they go down and they're unconscious.
Most of the time, minor pain will go away after a time.
It will decay. It will decay at a certain rate if it's below a certain threshold. You understand that?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
We got that? Okay. Does anyone here want to actually take a medic qualifying course?
I would.
I would.
I would.
I could try.
Okay.
Sure.
So inside this building, there's going to be 4 individuals with varying degrees of injuries. They'll be randomized every time you go in. Your job will be to effectively triage them and to heal them. You will be not necessarily judged on time, but your efficiency. Okay?
Well,
all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I need the people that are going to be trying this to go over next to the Humvee, away from the rest of the group, so I can... I have to give you the medic role so that you can do blood. And then I'm also going to give you a loadout for the medic.
Permission to stand inside and see it?
Yes, you may. You can all go inside if you would like.
Stand in the way.
No, don't do it. We're gonna be the test dummies. Don't do it, Dread.
Well, I'm gonna die soon.
The reason these guys have to stay outside is because it's gonna be a surprise. They can't know ahead of time what's gonna happen. So I'm going to assign medic to you.
There's already test dummies here.
ARMA.
You. Arsenal.
Man down. Medic. Oh wait, I am a medic.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Whoops.
I gotta do some
Later, Bolt.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
Is this the last thing for today, Roach? Or?
Oh, that's
Well, I
great.
mean, we can make it the last thing. We also had we had the IED stuff and the driving course, but it took a lot longer than I expected to do this stuff. If you want to, we could just end it here with the qualifier because there's really no IED qualification or EOD qualification, and there's no driving qualifier, so it's just there. We can use this map in the future if we want to. It doesn't. You don't need me here. You just need a Zeus to do some
I
stuff.
have to bail because I need to get ready to take Megan to a photography thing.
We can hold this off. Like if we want to, we can stop it now.
Well, I'm not doing the medic qualifier. You don't need me here.
Oh
anyway.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. I'm just going to.
Did we already do sharpshooter and I missed it, or?
No,
when I
we're
was
not
away?
doing sharpshooter. No,
Oh,
we're
sorry.
not doing sharpshooter.
Oh, okay, I must have missed that when I was eating dinner.
No, we didn't do it.
No, I said I must have missed that announcement when when I was at dinner.
Okay, I need you guys to.
User disconnected from
Never
your
mind,
channel.
Apparently that didn't save the loadout.
User disconnected from your channel.
Go into the arsenal, load yourself down with a Eagle 3 UCP backpack, and put 20 bandages, basic, 20 morphine, and 20 and 20 epinephrine in your pack. Then load yourself down with a 5-pack of 1,000 milliliter blood, 5-pack of 500 milliliter blood.
These guys don't look like mobsters to me.
Why can't I
Five
pass
of
the mags?
1,000, 500.
Why can't I pass the mags?
You can pass the mags?
Give me the
And,
option.
It was how many of the epinephrine and
Well,
20.
morphine?
20 for the 3 basics. 20 bandages, 20 epi, 20.
apparently I can, yeah.
Actually, I've never actually had to use blood. Is that just another normal ace interaction?
Yeah, you gotta do it on the legs or arms.
Alright.
And you should be able to do it because I've assigned medic roles to all of you, so you should be able to do the medic stuff.
Alright, you're able to choose
If
between.
not, then we're just gonna mulligan this qualifier, and I'll have to figure out how to get it to work later, and we can call it a day. But
We're
it
able
should
to-
work.
Yes,
Able to
we
choose
can
between
get blood.
Okay, good.
At least I can.
Yep.
All right,
I can as well.
I'm going to give. I need. Who's going to be the first person?
I will go if you want. Oh, okay.
Okay. I am going to give these guys injuries, randomize them, and you are going to go in and triage and treat.
Can't wait to see this.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go second, I guess.
They will have bullet wounds as a thing. So just
Pops
so you
in
know.
and starts shooting up the place.
Rose just walks in and we hear pop, 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 pop.
Oh! Yeah,
That
he's
guy
hit.
Split.
They all just die before we even walk in.
Yeah, this guy's having a bad day.
Oh, there goes the second one.
Like he hit him with a 50 cal or something.
Yeah, that should be interesting, Rommel. You're quite right. Thanks, man.
Hey, give me a little bit of credit, Rommel. Jesus.
I mean,
I have done this sort of thing before.
Oh god, that guy rolled out of bed.
You'll have
Yeah,
three-
he's dead
you'll have
already.
3 from now on.
Okay.
Oh, she hit him with a 50 cal?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all right.
He fell through the
Prisoners
cot.
alright? Are the prisoners alright?
When I can go, Roach.
Roach just
Yeah.
got a little bit carried away.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
it's,
another
it's,
one fell
it's
through the
a,
cot.
It's not an art. You have 2 to go. You have 2 in. Go.
There was 3.
No, there was 4.
Was 4. 2 of them
Oh, there's 4.
fell through the cot.
So do we just pass if they're all dead before
Stop
we get there?
moving.
He's not a cooperative patient. You'll have to work with him. Yeah, the
Moving.
medic qualification force may need to work out some kinks and bugs because I did it myself and it did not go this badly.
Maybe use Zeus and knock them all unconscious.
Your number 1 is like spasmic. He's
What you can
completely
do is
spassing
just
out.
Uh,
knock them all unconscious, then give him the wounds.
He's now unconscious.
Live, he's in pain.
I mean, I would be in pain then.
I think the best thing to do, like strategize wise, is we heal them up before you give them conscious back. So, like,
yeah,
they're not running around on you.
Oh, they're stuck in an idle animation, so they can't. I have them on an ambient animation, so they won't be able to get back up.
Okay.
They'll always look injured.
I mean,
So
I
we don't
just
know if we did
They
it.
should be.
I just watched 2 guys die, so you're doing something right, I guess.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
hello!
nice, I'll see you soon.
Fucking hell!
Hello,
Oh, there he
sir.
went.
How may we help you
Just put the
today?
2 bodies in the trash over there.
They're fine. They're fine.
Ready point?
Rose, you want me to grab some body bags?
Do you want to?
No, we're fine.
Oh god, there's another one.
Ew! Oh god, it's his brother, but without glasses.
They're twins. Okay.
Did one of them die?
Well, that one is reacting.
Oh,
What is wrong with you?
He's levitating.
What
Yeah.
is wrong with you? There's
He's on
nothing
the
wrong
roof.
with your legs.
Did y'all see that?
Nothing wrong with
Does-
your arms.
Is he in pain?
Yeah, and I've already given him fucking morphine. But let's inject some more into him.
If you see no more red, yellow, or any indicators on the diagnose, then you have effectively treated them.
Alright, well then they're treated.
Okay, you did decently. The second guy was the one that you were supposed to spend the most time on. The first guy had a moderate wound, so that was a good go.
Wait.
Guess I'm next then.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be able to get this thing without as many glitches.
Tell me when to go in.
Does that mean Crimson now has the medical badge?
He now is qualified as a medic. He's shown aptitude in using the ACE menu, and he understands the concepts of actual triage.
Is that the lifesaver? No.
The medic qualifier.
I'll tell you which one it is. It is.
Just tell me when to go in.
Field medic qualification, gotcha.
Yeah. What's it look like?
It's green.
Fucking hell. These
Red,
guys
white.
are
Oh,
dying
with the red.
For no reason. I'm giving them.
Green with the red.
So who's next?
Striker.
Give me a second.
Alright.
There we go. Go. This op went longer than I thought it would.
I'm not quite sure what happened in the shooting house. Minus point. Striker stood on the patient.
Gene, you're standing on my hand.
Yeah, I was singing
He was
the
standing
chorus
in his crotch even. I mean, they may be quote-unquote volunteers, but stomping on somebody's crotch is still not called for.
Oh, you know
They knew
what?
what they were
Why
getting
here's
into.
something funny is, like, that's an actual thing. Is when like you have a leg wound and they're putting a tourniquet on, they just kneel right on the inside of your thigh.
Yeah, because that's where the main artery runs.
Yeah. Unless they weigh 85 pounds and then they step on it when they use their heel.
Great.
And,
How's it going, Striker?
He is now farting on the middle patient.
Bandages are all done.
Bandages are done. Good.
Let me
Injecting
tell you,
blood.
it's no fun getting things caught in a tourniquet that's around your leg.
Oh no, I know.
Especially when the medic realizes it and then proceeds to actually use tourniquet properly, as in pull it as tight as they can with just a strap and then proceeds to twist.
Yeah.
No fun.
Did you have to go through being a test subject, or?
Yeah, we were doing a thing and I volunteered because, well, I got an IV and I like getting IVs when it's 120 degrees out in the desert. So I gave myself all sorts of wounds, so I knew I'd get an IV and a ride in a helicopter.
You going, Striker?
I'm just injecting blood now.
Okay, good.
I did have a question. How do you determine which blood is for which level of blood loss?
I really
If
can't
it says
tell.
they've lost a lot of blood, it's best just go with 1,000.
That's what I figured.
Some is 500.
Yeah,
Usually.
basically. 250s are useless. Don't use them.
Yeah.
Man, I'm giving this guy 1,500 blood and he still lost blood.
Yeah, they can use a lot of blood.
I got.
Unsung, I think you should do fine, to be honest. Although triage is a little bit different than combat medic, but.
Okay, hasn't lost blood. Nice guy.
Main role of a combat medic is triage.
Yeah, true, but I mean, Unsung usually does well.
You think 500 milliliters would be faster than 1,000?
No, it's not.
That's why I said you think.
It's not like it's not like you're wringing the bag out quicker.
How to make old wounds bleed again.
Man, you really like staring on that guy, don't you?
Okay, done.
Good, good.
I like staring at the bodies.
Than you probably should have on the one of the guys. I think it was one of the guys had had only one wound on his whole body that shouldn't have been bleeding.
This guy had no wounds. This guy had a head, a leg, and an arm. This guy had 2 arms.
Yeah, the guy on the left. So as soon as you saw he had no wounds and he wasn't bleeding, you should have immediately left him. But you did spend a little bit of time working on him because I think he had pain.
Yeah, when I was done patching these guys up, I gave them both a little blood, and then I just gave him morphine, and then I went back to these guys.
Yeah, what you should have done is give him morphine immediately.
Okay.
Because that takes 30 seconds or less than that. It takes a couple of seconds to do that, and then he's back up, and then you're on those guys.
Give the other two morphine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's what takes the least amount of time to get with the least risk. These guys, the other 2 guys, weren't necessarily in immediate danger. One of them was a little worse off than the other, but they should have, but they weren't going to die in the time it took you to put morphine into the other one.
About 3 seconds for morphine.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I'd have to say for your performance there. But you still qualified. You still understand the concepts, so you're good.
This guy's still in pain, the middle one.
Yeah, they will be in pain even with morphine. You have to inject a lot of morphine.
Okay.
In pain.
Yeah, I gave him 4.
This is a test thing,
right.
Not necessarily.
Check.
I gave him 4 morphine before I realized I don't think this is going to go away.
Oh god.
Hey, just go drop your bag off.
Good luck, y'all.
If you want to, Dreddy can add him at his.
Striker.
Just a tip.
Will do.
Just a tip. Don't diagnose, then go.
You have been qualified.
Hey.
Who's next?
I guess that's me.
This is
Yep.
8.
Go. Go, 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 go.
Oh, he's got 2?
Yeah, the other guy died because he had a minor leg wound, and apparently that killed him.
I mean, I died from less,
for
but
fuck's sake. That was
The only one
accidental.
Or you give him blood. You can just hit the button again and it'll cancel.
Oh, Roach.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I can take the guys who have already done with one Humvee to the driving course.
For the driving course, I kind of wanted to have everyone.
Okay.
'Cause it's gonna be a convoy simulation.
Okay.
I mean, I'll teleport you guys over there just so you can really see it.
It's just
'cause-
Humvees, right?
Yeah, it's just Humvees. Because I did spend almost 4 hours making the damn thing.
Excuse me, Dread.
I definitely want to see that, Roach, because I know
Yeah,
how much
we're
you.
gonna wait for him to finish his thing, and then we'll teleport all over there.
Well, Khan wants to do it too.
Yeah, Kublai still wants to qualify.
Oh yeah, Kublai. Yes, I forgot. Is he here? Because I haven't heard him.
Yeah.
Can you overdose them on morphine? Is that a thing?
No, I've turned off overdosing.
Oh, but it's actually like
There is.
normally it is a thing.
It is a
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, I can. Yeah, Ace has that as a thing. So.
Well, I mean,
Is it like immediate death or like just make them worse?
It is diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns.
They're really good until you don't.
I just noticed that there's morphine all over these patients.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
well, there's carryover from the other
I
one.
mean, they keep dying, so there's got to be, you know.
We're not that good at being medics.
Just
This
don't
is
mind
like
the dead bodies under the beds.
This is more like
What
a
dead bodies
CLS
under the beds?
qualifier.
Yeah,
that
what dead bodies?
There's no dead bodies under the beds.
Damn
We
it.
haven't lost any patients. Oh god.
Dude, your
Should've
bandana
had a sound
is.
effect for that guy when he came in. There's a...
This bandana is a crime against humanity, though.
Hey, if you want,
Yeah,
if you want to
he
injure
should.
him,
He should be hurt.
Yeah, that's better.
just take your pistol out and shoot him.
I don't need to make a pistol. I don't need to shoot him with a pistol. I can just will him to be hurt.
I have
Just use your
mind
mind.
bullet.
Hold on, I'm summoning another one.
Okay, we need the sound effects.
Witchcraft.
Oh. Alright, I think it's time for the ritual. There you go, let me just do this.
And blah.
And blap. Are you doing Zade?
Well,
There we
they're
go.
both a little bit in pain.
Get rid of
but they
we're
should
getting
be
rid of the
fine otherwise.
demons. Exorcism.
Okay. Yeah, you did pretty good. You did the you got the one on the left, which was the least injured of them, back up quickly, and then you spent your time on the one on the right. So that was exactly what you were supposed to do. All right,
pass?
Kublai.
We're getting the exorcism real quick.
Okay, I just want you next to the door so I can actually hear. You can hear me whenever I give you the go ahead.
That was a pass, right?
Yeah, that was a pass. He did
Yep.
it. He did it. This isn't about time or anything like that. This is just showing. I don't know if you're hearing a lawnmower behind.
Yeah, well, you do.
I do, yeah.
I thought it was a plane going over.
Don't worry. This isn't about a timed trial or anything like that.
Right.
This is just showing you know how the system works and you understand the concepts of triage.
I think, from my observations with this binoculars, this guy is injured.
You think?
I think.
Let me just get the injuries going and let's see who dies now.
just his
Roach
outside
drops
the
dead.
window.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's dead.
No, he's not dead. They do that.
Just his outside the window, just looking in.
Licking the window.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Is he on the short bus?
I mean,
Fine,
the
you get-
bandage has been spent all the way over here.
Oh, one's dead.
Thank you. I noticed.
Oh.
I know, damn it!
Wow, he really got that arch in his back.
Kublai, go.
Brent's in here.
Hey, look, the lawnmower's coming back. Don't worry about that.
Okay, this is giving me flashbacks to PUBG with that fucking airdrop.
Drop now, drop now, drop now. God damn it.
I'm
What
just
is it,
waving
boy?
goodbye to the dead people.
What is? Seems
That's
to
not very
allow.
nice. That's not very nice to Khan because like that's just saying he's gonna kill them. Don't overdose
I mean,
on
one
them.
of them is dead.
One of them is
Legitimately.
dead already.
I mean, he couldn't help him.
I mean, like I don't know what you're talking about. He's not
Let's
dead.
get out of
he's
his way, though. Let's get out of
he's
his way.
just-
We don't want him to get caught up on us.
Yeah.
He's just sleeping. He's not dead.
Cool.
Oh,
Thumbs
who's
up.
that?
Yeah. He's going through the carrier actions.
Yeah, looks it.
Yeah.
Woo. Wait.
Yeah, I'll teleport you guys over to the mount/driving site.
Yeah,
There's
the
another
screenshot you posted earlier was pretty cool. Looked pretty cool. So definitely wanna.
Crimson?
You have a mount site?
It's
Like an
essentially
actual
a
mount?
site. It's not buildings; it's all shoot houses.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
it's
that's a
small
mount.
Town. Yeah,
The
it's a
screenshot
small
you
town
sent-
with built roads and everything. I've got that set up on
Yeah.
the
From the
on the
screenshot,
map.
it just looked like a massive shoot house.
And that's not all massive. It's all a whole bunch of different buildings and stuff.
It's a town basically.
Yes, I built a town.
Yes, you did.
I built the town. It took me 4 hours. I did it.
Oh, God. Okay. Hopefully this works this time. I thought this was different. Yeah, I'm stuck again.
Oh,
God
fuck.
damn it.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Now I have to. Now I have to fix you.
No, I'll just look
Just
at his
give him a
back.
gunshot wound.
No, I can go grab a med kit. I'm qualified.
We have a double dribble.
Hold on, I'll fix you.
I'm qualified too.
Yeah, but if you're the one that's down,
We can make
Com-
it better.
Commissar,
worry
don't fix
about-
me.
Don't worry about the pain in your head.
Oh. Why am I crying? You didn't shoot
'cause
me.
you just found out your wife divorced you. Hook the kid.
Now I'm spinning.
So is that me spin?
I mean,
All right, we're playing spin the bottle. My feet are the top.
do we also have
Stop moving so I can actually get you out of the damn thing.
so, Roach? Do we also have a psychiatric medal or?
Yeah, because Spectre needs some psychiatric help.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
I surely
You're
could
fine.
qualify for that.
I don't need psychiatric help, and I'm surrendering now. All right.
How's it going, Kublai?
I'm pretty sure the guy on the far right is good.
Does he-
First and third need blood and morphine.
Okay. That is true.
We're all gonna. What's gonna happen is Kuba's gonna get done. We're all gonna file out, and then Roach is gonna stay behind. We're just gonna hear pop.
Go to sleep. No witnesses.
Why would I need to do that? I can just kill them on a whim.
You can just wield.
Roach is just securing the building. Hello, I'm your daily securer now.
God.
I mean,
Wait, who's outside?
where did he go? There he is.
Oh.
Look at this guy right here. Look at Mr. Beret Man. Look at how much. Look at how full of life he is, and how everything about him is just. He doesn't give a shit. He is a perfectly fine
He's
individual.
about to die.
Everything is fine, except now.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's now been brained by my mind.
He dead.
No, I can save him.
No, he's dead.
I'm diagnosing him now.
He's dead,
He's
Jim.
dead, Jim.
He's not dead. I can help him. I can help him.
High five.
No. Where'd he go?
Wait, do we actually have a high five?
I don't think so.
I
Disappointing.
don't think so.
I can
Roach,
tap
what'd
your
you do?
shoulder.
So, Roach,
I
two
managed
mods
to
we want to
shadow
put in
him.
here: high five and smoking.
Alright, Roach, which one's perfectly fine now? Or is none of them?
Wait, who's asking?
Who's calling?
I'm just trying to remember which one Khan said what he thought was fine.
The right one. But we're leaving them right now
Oh man.
until he
Okay.
finishes.
Alright.
I think I'm done.
You are. That was pretty good. You got the right one finished fairly quickly, and the two much more damaged individuals on the left side were the ones you took the most time on, with the next least damaged one being the one on the extreme left, and the center one being the one that was the most damaged. So that is an effective use of triage, and you understood the system well enough. So, why don't you drop your pack and we'll just go show the mount site for now.
Actually, I think I'm gonna have to leave now. I got midday
We're not,
D&D session.
Well, we're not going.
We're not doing anything.
We're not
He's
doing anything.
mine
We're
now.
just showing it. But if you want to go, you can.
See you
It's
later.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us say.
He's
Why
mine
are
now.
you surfing on top of the guy?
He's mine now.
All right, drop him so I can teleport us.
All right.
Roster's been updated.
Yeah.
Sweet,
So is
we got
TeamSpeak.
some people with medic qualifications. That's
4
good.
medics.
Yep.
Qualified medics.
That
And
doesn't
now
mean
Drew
that
pops up.
doesn't mean you only. You can still be a medic
User
in a
joined your
mission
channel.
without
Hello.
the qualifier.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah.
User disconnected
that
from your
means.
channel.
Okay, I'll just teleport you guys over.
One of which will probably never be a medic ever.
Who?
You?
Oh wait,
Who
yeah,
knows,
you
Crimson?
guys,
You might-
you guys are still doing that. Sorry about that. I'll
Yes.
just drop out.
Yes.
User
was that, Striker?
disconnected from your channel.
What was that, Striker?
Are you talking about yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
Who knows? You might at one point.
Might be.
Because I don't like being being a medic.
Oh, this. Oh my.
Okay, Roach. My hat's off to you.
It's a fairly sizable map.
Yeah, that's
can't
why I
look,
say
my
that.
frame rate.
All right, Roach. My hat is literally off for you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, you
Bald.
even have truck
Bald.
targets in there? Oh my god.
Can we
Well, yeah,
walk
that's
it?
the thing. The big black targets are for the gunners because the objective is that this convoy it would be loaded out with a crew, and they would be getting. Your objective would be to navigate the town to an end point at the other end of the town without a map. So you'd have to. There's a lot of false corners and dead ends in there. And throughout this, there are these targets that the gunners would have to target and take on.
So we're not gonna walk it because you want to keep that a secret.
Oh no, it's randomized every time. I can randomize it.
Okay.
I mean, we
So
can
are we
drive it.
supposed to do like actual like gunner commands?
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's more a way of having because like the Humvee, the Humvee should have a driver, the passenger who should be the navigator, and a gunner. And they should be coordinating amongst themselves. The navigator should be calling out to the driver, and the driver should be calling out to the gunner so that the gunner knows what's coming up because of the bad turret traverse time. Yeah. How many of us are left? 1, 2. If you guys want, you can get into. I could get the crew Humvee, and you guys could drive through it and just you could take a look at it if you wanted to.
Well, Unsung, just because you don't have the medic qualification doesn't mean you can't be the medic. But yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I spawn the
Oh wait, he's talking.
transport Humvee?
Chat. Okay. You said.
Transport Humvee's coming up.
Give me a second. I forget what it's called. It was the one we drove to the medical area? What was it? 4-door? 2-door half. 2-door half.
It's the M11.
That's the one.
7? What is it? Oh, it's a 109. Okay. Oh, I want to drive. Damn it.
And if you want to, Crimson, you can.
Oh, I was okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Close your door, damn it.
By the way, Roach, you are fine with driving third person, right?
Let me see if I can get in the back.
Are you fine with driving third person or always first?
You can drive in. You can drive in. I prefer driving in first person, but for this, it's fine. Just go ahead, run through the course if you want to.
Go
Essentially,
slow, though.
Yeah, essentially, what the idea behind this would be that the command vehicle of the convoy, I would be in it, and I'd be calling out turns to the commander, and they would be coordinating with these people in the other vehicles. And the idea would be that you would have to navigate this place, and there are blind corners, there are
Targets.
ambushes, targets everywhere, and you're trying to navigate the entire
Target.
the town.
Target. Target. Jesus. Yeah, you got quite a few targets there.
All of these shoot houses are set up correctly so that they can also be used as a way of if we wanted to
Make a
run
left.
like a.
I was going to.
If we wanted to run like a mission or like a training op to like teach room clearing or at least
Right.
some urban stuff, we can use this as well.
They look ramshackle, but they look well thought out. I like that. And it's mostly ramshackle because the ground is so uneven.
Well, this is what most actual like mock shoot houses look like. It's just plywood walls.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's something you can put up in like a day.
I mean, we did somewhere it was just taped.
Yeah,
They
it's a
called it
glass
a
house.
glass
It's
house.
a glass house. Yeah, I've done that before. We used to do that for our airsoft stuff, just to go through it.
Good for learning like movements and stuff.
Damn,
Yeah.
how big is this shoot town?
You're
Like
about
rolling
you're about
tees
3/4 of the way through it. They go left up here.
Oh, target. Blockade.
I thought that was blocking the full street for a second.
No, it's
No,
not.
there's no blockades in the streets. That's because it's going to be randomized the directions you take all the time. So
I take it the targets automatically respawn themselves?
yeah, that's actually also to simulate the fact that in an urban environment, when you're rolling through it, you can't necessarily be certain that everywhere behind you is clear.
Wait,
So-
are these the ones that once you shoot them down, they like pop back up? Oh yeah,
They'll pop back up.
Yeah.
So if you have to double back onto a street, there might be targets still there, as in hostiles coming back up. And then the finish line is up to the left.
Checkered flag.
Oh, great. Just break it. Damn, Roach.
That's-
really fucking nice work.
Yeah.
That's...
It's got 3 main streets and then crossroads going between those, and it's fairly fucking sizable.
Yup.
When it comes to the like real estate of the buildings themselves.
This is a mid-sized town in most of the maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It tanks Eden Editor's frame rate when I go near it.
Yeah. Well, it tanks my frame rate right now, so... and I'm running on a pretty decent PC.
My frame rate's pretty good as long, you know, there's a little bit of screen tearing like when you move your head real quick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of these these dead ends yet.
Well, that's because you're avoiding a lot of them. Like, take a right up ahead.
Alright.
And then take a left. And then another right.
Wait, this right or?
Yeah, left
This
here.
left.
No, I already taken the right. Oops. Oh, so right
and then
here.
take a
this
right.
Yeah, there's your blind.
There's your blind, and now you got to back out, and then figure out where you're going again. The idea is that you have to. The idea in the convoy situations is you have to quickly adapt to something, and you might not always have a map.
Like you put up the roadblock in the first town we got through in the...
Yeah, and then you actually did pretty well. You immediately got a second route going, and you avoided the entire interior of the town.
Yeah.
By
Oh, is
doing
that the one where I blew through the vineyard?
Yep.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, so this will be essentially this training map that we're on today is going to be our training map.
I like
from
it.
now on. We've also got an IED/EOD course. That's like a little gauntlet where you have to go and touch a couple of flags, and there's training mines in the gully that it's in, and you get a defusal kit, and your objective is to be able to spot explosives and then defuse them if they're in your way or bypass them.
And you could use this as a small land nav map too.
Yeah, you could if we wanted to. It's not large enough to be too big, but it's still big enough to work out that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all set up,
What's
and we'll
that
be
the
using
distance?
this for our training. What?
Down the distance.
Yeah.
The house with the two.
It's what, a 1 by 1 kilometer?
Roach just casually hanging there. Oh.
But yeah. So that's what we'll be using from now on. If we're doing any training ops or anything like that, we'll be using this map for the most part. Unless we're doing something that specifically needs like water or or something like that.
Fly room to maneuver vehicles.
Yeah, but then again, I could always just knock down some trees, and you've got more vehicle maneuvering. This field used to be filled with like tall grass and trees towards the back, but that's gone now because I can control that.
Nice.
So
really
yeah.
nice.
So what's that in the distance over there? The house and is that just part of the map?
Like over where?
Oh, those grain silos?
Yeah.
Grain silos.
To the east.
To the east.
Yeah.
The east. Let me check. Let me detach my eyes from my body.
You just look left.
Yeah, there's more houses. There's a farm building setting
Yeah,
like
it's
there.
an old farmhouse. It was originally going to be a part of the course, but I decided instead of just using the already built roads, I decided to make my own roads.
What map is this on? Is this
Proving Grounds is the map.
Okay.
But this isn't a part of Proving Grounds. This is a part of, like, these are road textures that I put down, and the shoot houses were compilations that were already in the Zeus thing, or the Eden editor that I laid down into, like, a city.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all we really needed to do. Everybody's, that was in here today qualified with rifle. I think everybody's actually qualified with rifle, pistol, and is now an expert marksman.
Yeah, we don't, except you, we don't have anybody without the ribbons.
Yeah.
And I've updated the roster too.
Okay,
so.
I'm walking away now for the lightning bolt.
We also got the medic qualification done for who wanted it, and we went over identification. Yeah, so yeah, it's a good thing. It's too bad we lost a whole bunch of people, but then again, this lasted a lot longer than it was supposed to. So yeah, I think that's it for today.